Classic. Classic OBS issues.
Hello.
Hello. So
My
Carl,
mic was not turned on. Okay, sorry, yeah. Introduce Kyle. Of course, Kyle is a legendary player in the in-house scene. Winner of probably some of the most prestigious awards that has ever been given out. And of course, a International champion. Kyle, how do you feel in your new position on iShitters? Obviously, rivals in the past. How do you feel in your new home?
It feels good. We have our team has done some good things. We've found some good strategies that have worked. So we're going. They're going in today with a game plan. Dominate early.
In terms of the games that you've had so far, which one are you happiest with? I know you had a 2-0 against FGF. Is it that game? Was it a win you got against someone you didn't expect?
I believe it was the. I think we went 1-1 with Spherical. I think that was a good game we had.
Good team. It's a good team.
very good result.
And what do you think went differently there compared to some other games, and how are you going to replicate that today?
Our team can dominate early. I feel like if we get a good early push, we can maybe not have a late game. We can pull through. So.
All right, Soups, any questions?
Yeah, can you explain what's happened with the team setup? Because obviously you're part of the team and you're meant to be playing today, aren't you?
Me and Chrono are swapping our pause fives, pretty much.
Okay, so you and Chrono are basically like swapping in and out games, sort of thing.
Yeah. He didn't know if he was going to be back in time for the game or not, so that's why I was available in case he wasn't there. So.
I mean, the setup of iShitters at the moment is there's like 8 players or something like that, and you just sort of rotate in and out.
Yeah, we've officially made Squelchy a official member, so, and he's enjoyed we've enjoyed having him on the team. So
yeah, I don't know much about sculpting, but excited to see in this game. What Goon International team was he on? Was he on a Goon International team?
I think he was.
I don't think he was. I don't know.
Let's have a look.
I definitely know him from the in-houses plenty. But...
teams. Can't believe I can still remember this. Could have sworn he was on one. Yes, he was on Goonfellas, in fact.
Goonfellas were a decent side. They're a decent side.
He's a mid-player.
So Squelching bringing that experience from a little bit of a higher league team down to the depths of iShitters.
If I recall, Goonfellas ended up topping their group. 6-2-0.
Well, Kyle, we have to just say good luck to you, and I don't know if you're going to be coaching them. Are you coaching them?
I'm not coaching them, but I will be there in spirit, and so.
All right. Well, we're going to wish iShitters good luck. Of course, GFG good luck, and yeah, thank you, Kyle.
Yep.
Let's hopefully get some good games.
Right. So, I haven't really watched much of the GFG Invitational so far. I saw some of the opening games, but I'd say the standard is pretty poor as standards go. We're not looking at the best, but that is exactly what I want to see.
I've managed to catch a couple games, just here and there. I remember I was about to cast one. I can't remember which game it was though.
10 seconds.
I didn't even know this tournament was actually happening.
5 seconds remain.
But it seems
not
like...
many people do.
No, it's been kept relatively quiet, this one. There's not been much announcements or much in the way of advertisement of it.
Well, you know, this is a low-key tournament. You know, this is just really for the enjoyment of the players more than anything. I think that's probably what it's all been about, because obviously back in the day, some Scotty Law. I used to play in a tournament with Scotty, which was a UK Dota league, it was not a good league. We were all shit, but it was a bloody good time, and we just sort of all hang out and just smashed each other's head against each other. So it was an interesting time. And then at some point, one of our friends decided to make their own spin-off version of the league, and I like to think that this is somewhat of a spiritual succession to that.
So was that pre or post the Darth Scotty the Shite copy pasta?
I wasn't about for that, to be honest. Thing is, I knew Scotty before I knew Scotty from the Dota League before I knew him from Ted's Discord. It was quite a coincidence. I saw him in Ted's Discord, and I was like, hang on a minute, I'm pretty sure you're one of those GFG lads that we just absolutely mashed every week.
You're one of the guys that we completely and utterly bodied
Yeah.
every week.
One of the lads in my team, by the way, back then was George, aka Lance Valentine.
10 seconds.
So,
Really?
yeah. So there have been some ancient players. And that was probably like a good like 8 years ago, I'd say, maybe
Yeah, at least.
maybe 7.
The sun has
That's taking you back all the way back to those days.
Yeah. That was a simpler time.
captain's mode.
My favourite heroes back then were Rubik. I still think I have a significant amount of Rubik games. I don't actually know how much. I haven't played Rubik in ages, just because I fucking suck. But maybe I don't even know how to look at this thing. There we go. I've got 254 games on Rubik, but I haven't played him for ages.
Radiant team
Jesus Christ, that's a lot of games.
GFG is 10 years old next year. That's pretty impressive. Is there going to be a little birthday party, a little get together, pizza party?
Yeah, it's got to be a celebration for the anniversary.
Yeah.
Captain's mode.
Like a massive 10v10 tournament sort of bullshit or something memey.
GFG have started off strong with Hoodwink, which a lot of people view as absolutely bullshit.
10 seconds.
Which I agree. And iShitters have played it exactly how I expect iShitters to play it, which is pure comfort. We do not pick meta. We just want to pick a hero that we can play.
Yeah, Hoodwink is exceptionally strong at the moment, but it's whether you can actually play the hero and utilise her strength
Pick.
properly. So I saw the other day, it was just a pub game, and there wasn't a single bushwhack landed. It was quite annoying and bad.
It's a hard spell to land.
It
10
is.
seconds.
I honestly think Bushwhack is one of those things which is not helped by. So it is helped very much by having quick cast on, because you gotta be as fast as you can on it, and like the AOE of it, you gotta think about that later, because it's obviously it's about probably like a second, maybe a second and a half between you clicking the button and it actually landing.
Remain.
So you've got to be on point and just slamming it in. Don't worry about aiming it correctly. Just toss some around your
Radiant
hands.
team.
And that is why I've only got one game of Hoodwink.
Do you
'Cause I
not have quick
cannot land
cast?
Even with quick cast, I still can't land it for shit.
I'm sure with a bit of practice, you'll be okay. I like the Snapfire. It's
I like that
it's one of
bit,
those
bit.
heroes that just kind of does everything. It can win lanes, it can push towers, it can farm, and it has some pretty good team fight. And then Kunkka is literally the exact same as that. He has all of those boxes too.
Well, that is a comfort pick.
Actually, he doesn't have pushing ticked, but maybe. I mean, yeah, I guess Radiant do need a bit of push at some point, because you might struggle to convert those fight wins, especially when you're against like a Jakiro and maybe a Spirit Breaker pushing out waves. Police, I do believe, is the Spirit Breaker main from my time as the coach of iShitters. Police was kind of my goat. Breaker.
Dire team. Pick.
Wow, this is like a bot drop.
Amazing. Yeah, so is that Spirit Breaker 3?
Yeah, it must be. How are there fireworks going on outside? What day is it?
10 seconds remain.
There must be something important going on, and I'm not clued in.
5 seconds remain.
Was it March the 20th?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it anything March 20th?
I mean, the thing is we've got so many cultures living here that it could be a festival from any of those. So it could be basically any festival in the world. It could be happening. It could be being celebrated here.
It's National Proposal Day, apparently.
I don't think it's going to be that.
National Ravioli Day.
Radiant team, pick.
I've been there's a lad in my chat who's being a bot. Ugh, I can't ban him.
I see, if I had mod powers, I could abandon for you, but you know, I wouldn't trust me with mod powers.
I've modded Scotty Boy 7 to do the job.
Do us proud, Scotty.
I don't know if that
Luck.
will work, Llama. I don't think I've set it up to work, unfortunately. It was working before. I don't exactly know what's happened. I don't know how to fix these. I've just lost the mojo.
Just scamming points out of people now.
Yeah, it's something like this. And I don't know what. Well, I guess I might as well do a bit of admin while the draft is going on. So these are, as far as I know, best of 3s or best of 2s. Best of 2.
I think they're best of 2s.
Best of 2.
I
Okay.
haven't seen any. Hang on, let's see. 8 games, 3 wins, 1 draw. That's best of 2. Yeah, because it's got to be best of 2 because you can't have draws otherwise.
Yeah. I wonder if anyone has ever done a best of 4 format.
That sounds AIDS.
It does sound
4
AIDS.
games just to get a draw. Well, as Scotty Boy has been promoted, he can now set up the bets, the gambler for the game.
You could do. Absolutely could do.
Back on the draft, iShitters have picked up a Slark. So they've got a very skirmishy team. And George Foreman have gone for, we're just going to apply so much vision pressure and movement of your heroes, you can't do shit by picking up another clockwise. They are lacking a lot of damage though, by looks like it. So they need something big to come out of this carry position.
Oh, Moist Goblin. Thank you for the moist handshake. Right, I'll see if this
Moist
works.
handshake. That sounds like something I wouldn't want to have.
Right, testing the sounds.
Oh, I'm done. You.
Oh, look at that. I'm a tech whiz.
Get out. Hey, excuse me, madam. Fuck me.
So failing that, we can just have somebody completely just roast Cine every time it comes up.
Yeah. I hope no one's got 10 million points. Could just end the stream.
No, I don't think anyone can have that. You don't stream enough for that.
I like the GFG banner. It's it's like a peanut in many ways. And I like the scuffness.
I'm more a fan of iShitters because I like how colourful it is. And it looks like a colourful
there are some of
turd.
my favourite colours in that. Mainly just being pink. But I like the sort
I'm
of...
a purple fan.
What?
I'm a purple fan.
Yeah, I used to be big on purple, but then I realised that I liked purple because I thought it was like I liked purple because I liked pink, but it didn't feel as weird to say I liked purple compared to liking pink. But then I realised I just like pink.
See, pink feels it's definitely a better outfit choice to like have a pink top sort of thing. It feels.
Carnage resumes. Undiscerning.
That's the best way of describing it.
Unreacting.
It feels like it suits you and is more comfortable rather than like a purple top.
I've got a pinky purple top, and it's one of my favourites. Very nice. Very high
they have
quality,
got
very expensive.
They pulled out a void.
Yeah, so the void,
Seconds remain.
very good with snap,
5
and pretty good with
seconds
Kunkka,
remain.
very good with hoodwink, pretty average with clock, and it's just what they need to really clean up in these fights. However, they still don't have much push, and actually, do you know what? This is really quite a weak Slark game overall, because there's a lot of they don't really have targeted stuns particularly, so Slark is still going to get fucked even if he's within his cloud. He can still get torrented, still get boated, still get stunned by the cookie, and he's just going to get. Yeah, he's just gonna get sort of bullied by all the shit happening around him. Like, even if he's gonna have to go BKB very soon, but even then they've got a clockwork to hook him and a void to chrono him. So Slark is gonna have to rely on the fact that GFG are gonna be alone, perhaps, and just pick them off, get some stat kills.
Bleak doom stirs
Well,
between
The
that's
DP is an interesting pick. They picked it against the Kunkka mid, and DP can do pretty well against Kunkka mid. Probably one of the few heroes that can.
Squelchy, I like that set.
That is a nice. That is very much like the iShitters banner. That's on theme. I think all of these sets are pretty neat. I actually really like that Slark set. He really does look like some sort of anglerfish.
The only one who looks like they're possibly lacking a decent set is Obnot on the hoodwink.
Yeah, I've got some really nice hoodwink stuff, but I think a lot of it is quite expensive, or like it requires you having some stuff.
Yeah, there was a major hoodwink set a while ago, wasn't there? It was like an ultra rare or something.
Yeah, I got there was one which was out of the battle pass, which I got given by
Touch my rig and you lose
I got given by Eris.
Yeah,
Which
the
is-
immortal one where it sort of like glows.
Yeah,
The fox. Yeah.
yeah, I got the like blue jacket, and yeah, I fucking love Hoodwink. He's great.
Does anyone have the dragon? That's the question.
Oh shit, we're straight in. Okay, so you want to do a little intro for iShitters?
I can, yeah. So, starting off with the Death Prophet, we have Epic Doom. And on the Spirit Breaker, we have Cleese, followed by Squelchy on the Vengeful Spirit, Massaway rocking the Slark, and lastly we have Chrono on his Jakiro.
Right, and for GFG, Kamaya UK on Kunkka, Obnot Classic Hoodwink, Ibideri on Clockwork, Durambong with the Snail Snap, and Captain Carabao on the Void. I really do rate GFG's chance in this, just because this Void pick can... The Void pick is very good, aside from the fact the swap exists in this game.
30 seconds until the brutal
I'm looking at
contest
items.
commences.
I don't think that Spirit Breaker's a core.
It could well be Venge Core. And they're gonna claim First Blood. That's a classic First Blood. One lad left for some reason trying to get the rune. Never really works. And Kamaya could be quite out here too. So I think for iShitters, their priorities are really winning the lane as much as possible. They got quite supporty lads, and they got a Slark who can probably harass out pretty decently. So they really should be winning lanes and pushing down these towers with this DP and this Jakiro.
But at the same time, that is a first blood for Squelchy, who is the core offlaner
He is
here.
the core. I quite like that, because if you get the Ags on Venge, then they've got big spells on Radiant, and they're gonna have to commit something big to get you down, and then you might as well, and you're just gonna be back up again. So it's a dilemma for. I always hate playing against Venge. It is a dilemma for Radiant. They've got to just basically try to kill everyone around Venge.
And you get Wave of Terror on level 2 for Venge, you're basically going to have a lot of harass on Captain Carabo. He's not going to be able to stay in lane very well. I don't think he can actually trade against the Venge. And I don't think Time Walk is on low enough cooldown that early.
And what are the records of these two teams? Are they both even? I think they're both 1, 2, and 1.
Yeah, both 1, 2, and 1, exactly the same.
So this is a very important matchup for deciding who's gonna get third in the group. I think if one team or the other gets a 2-0, they're pretty locked in for third.
Yep, guaranteed.
I don't think there's a massive distance between third and fourth. There has been a kill top. Chrono gets it. He didn't even use the blood grenade, and that is the first stack for Hasselway.
That's a good start to the lane.
Yeah, Chrono needs to clear out this camp now and get a pull going. In fact, he was the one who blocked the hard camp, which is fair enough, but he needs to think about stacking that small camp.
It's interesting, because I would have figured like your Hoodwink would have been your 5, and you would have had Durambong or a Snapfire up here maybe as a support or.
I don't really like Clock 3, and this is coming from I used to play Clock 3 a crazy amount. In fact, is it Clock 3? No, it's Hoodwink 3. Sorry. I think the Hoodwink 3 is probably worse value than Snap 3. Out of all of them, I'd rather have Snap 3. And Clockwork 5 and Hoodwink 4. But those are like some advanced level strats, perhaps. And you know, it might just be that this is what they're comfortable on. This is what the sport's comfortable on. There is trouble down bot for Durambong. Blood grenade has been thrown down, and he can't get any spells off before he goes down.
That's the pressure of this lineup. These
Bench has
these
only got 2
supports
braces.
have a lot of damage. And the full magic one's coming out soon.
Almost 1,000 health on the bench compared to about 650 on Voids. Going to be able to tank so much more, and damage already at 85. So I feel like this lane is just going to turn into a bit of a snowball at this point. How does Void and Snap get back into this? They've really got to have some help from the mid lane, and good for them. Mid lane is going well for Kamaya. Up quite a few last hits on DP. And not really had to suffer much harass for it.
No, he did miss quite a few easy CS under the tower a minute ago. He's pulling it under, but he's not always guaranteeing that last hit. Bench just so happens that this time he actually didn't do too badly.
They're going for Hibideri here, but Hibideri's going to get up. But that's a nice jump forward. I think Chrono needs to be careful here. Chrono is going to go down. He's definitely going down. I don't think Mazaway can continue here, so he's just going to have to be settled for the fact that he's got a few stats. Not much more. Chrono, that's probably not the worst death to get. He can stock up on everything, get back in the game, wrap up for some of the objectives, Lotus. And he really needs to start stacking the small camp and pulling it, because he has this big advantage at the moment where they haven't blocked the small. He needs to consider.
What I've also noticed is Massaway's courier did get killed as well, so he's got nothing for the next 30 seconds. No regen, no mana.
How do you see what's on his courier?
Good question.
I don't think it was. I think it probably was something like regen mangoes, maybe. Not sure though.
Let's have a look. What's the option to select courier? I don't think there is one.
No, I tried the button that I used to select my courier in a normal game, but That did not work. Right, so Squelchy doing very well compared to the Void. 23 and 13 versus 10 and 1. This Void is going to need to come up with a solution to get back into this game. Just going for the treads at the moment, and I fear that that might be a bit slow because you need to have some kind of play, like an early Mask of Madness, just to go jungle or even to get kills. And I think they almost got the kill there on Jurampong. Yeah, the treads immediately going for the steady build up. It's going to take a while before you're actually able to do anything.
Well, Massaway nearly dropped there.
Yeah, I did not see that. I don't know what happened.
Shame.
This lane top is starting to really do well now. Only 15 last hits on the Slark, so he's not doing much better than the Void at all.
It's all going to come down to these mid laners, how they rotate. Speaking of which, Khalees is doing a cheeky TP. Is he going back to base? No, he's TPing top.
I think they want to get Obnot here for sure. Obnot is kind of. Here comes the charge, surely. That's a nice ice path. He has no mana on Chrono. Use your stick. That's a very good cogs. Chrono needs to be bloody careful here. They're not going to get anything. He's finally realised he has a stick. It's too late. Too late. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, it's actually evened up a little bit. Kunkka's still pretty ahead, but Doom is certainly not doing too bad out of this. XP rune's going to be split evenly. Looks like Benj is going to claim it there, which gives her 6, which is pretty good for. I mean, she's just been solo laning here against 2 of them for a little while until she's concerned about it. Chrono is going for the rune, but you're too late. You are too late. There is a boat on Epic Doom. He might go down here. I think he's going to get some sucks off. And he does, but Kunkka very quick. That is boat wasted.
Clear sailing now.
And Arcane Rune was not popped before the boat was cast. So, not getting the benefit of the Arcane Rune on that.
Sadly,
hey, can look at both these cores. They're relatively getting both bullied out by their countering.
Here comes a charge on Jurampong. There's no Chrono yet.
Oh, swap into death.
Yeah, that's another death for Jurampong. That might be what, the 3rd death now. Struggling on level 4 despite the fact that they picked up the XP rune. So it could be a while before they get the level 6 on Jurampong. Just need to find a lane and just settle in. Least, to be fair, also level 4, so but I imagine that's because the XP rune might have gone to Chrono because Benj picked it up.
Speaking of Chrono, he does drop again.
Yeah.
That was unfortunate. Just got caught out there by Obnot.
Yeah, this is I think Clockwork and Hoodwink are one of the best things you can pick against, and that's always in a big trouble here. He's just standing there and he's dead. He had no choice. So Chrono's style of play is he will occasionally just find himself out in the open, just chilling. And that is very good for a Clockwork player because you just walk up and just start owning him outside of any of the creep waves. And Hoodwink too is very good at isolating heroes. They killed Squelchy in the bot lane, which is a big kill. That was a good rotation from Kunkka. DP ult was attempted to be used in mid lane, but only got a 1/3 of that tower. Oof, this Hoodwink is already chunking. Their trouble bot looks like they're okay.
No, he's managed to get his time walk off. I think they're just trying to bully him at this point. Because Squelchy's having the time of his life in this lane. 15 denies. Right,
the Ags is coming straight out on bench, which I think is pretty pretty engine accurate. Want to be that presence in the fight who's just casting spells all the time, is always alive, especially at these levels where your respawn time is pretty low, so you can get back into the fight very easily. And this is definitely going to be a death for Duran Bong. They're rotating in Clockwork, but he's decided to not go with that plan. So they could go for a push here, but there's no DP ult. They just have to go with the Carty.
They've got a lot of damage.
Trade
Oh, I'm not sure I like this trade for mid.
Hasselway's dead again.
Oh.
Chrono is definitely trying. I don't even know how Hasselway died. It must have been to Hoodwink Colt. Got caught out, obviously. Chrono is gonna die too. This is a monster lane from the Radiant top. GF+G are showing them how it's done.
Fairly even though, which is pretty nice.
These two,
net
are,
worth
these
wise,
two are tied in the standings.
it's not looking good net worth wise. The George Foreman Grill's cores are well, all their heroes are basically above their counterpart except the Clockwork, who's about 50 gold behind his Spirit Breaker. I think it's going to be a very close and tight game. I suspect it comes mid game when George and Grill start to group up. I'm not sure what iShitters can actually do to stop them.
I think that they're going to need BKBs. They're going to need plenty of BKBs. Slark, at the very least, Slark and DP are going to need one. It's also very good to have Yulz's. And it's going to be important for save items certainly on. He's trying to make it out here. He's done it. That's a very nice spot to TP in. Completely wasted their time. So if Doom can come in here and make something happen.
Like they're setting up just for another
Bunker is
tower.
TPing in. Are they going to activate the ult? They are. Oh my god, the damage on the back. There comes the boat.
But it hits no one.
Oh, that's a nice... Oh, but they get him with the snipe. And there's an X now on Doom. Where is Venge? Venge is busy in the mid lane killing Duran Bong. Though it hasn't seemed to have finished off there. Meanwhile, Hibidari is almost falling to ghosts. Gotchi did not get that kill. So a lot of things happen, but not really much.
Yeah, the only thing that comes out of that is a Chrono death.
Yeah. And not even much tower damage was had, which is a big waste on the deep.
And what we've got to look at here is Obnot is actually starting to rack up the damage. Got the Maelstrom, got the Falcon Blade, going for the Atos into the Glyphon next. It's going to having been on the bad side.
It's going to be quite a lot of damage. I wouldn't necessarily recommend Gleipnir immediately. It is good to get a few stats in, either through a Mage Slayer or through a Dragon Lance is pretty popular. And even then, I think getting Crystallis first is very very strong. I mean, you see how much damage just the non-crit version of these Acorns are doing. When you crit, it's like sort of 500 damage bouncing around, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, he basically just took Epic Doom down to half health just off one skill there. You know, that's just crazy damage that thing throws out. I'm not sure whether iShitters are going to respect it enough. Hello, puppy.
Yeah, someone's at the door.
Just stick it on follow and go to the door if you need to.
No, it's fine. I've got other peons around the house. See, there's a hook in. Hibidari's in, and they've dropped the Snapfire on top of this as well. He's sucking big time. Is he going to get away? Oh, the snipe is excellent. So they get a trade, which is pretty good for GFG. But when DP comes back, you will have the ult. Chrono is going to perish here. This was not impressive from the young Chrono. And Cleese as well has found himself in the middle of things. He needs to phase boots away. He's running. He needs to activate his bulldoze as well. Very important. Squelchy's coming in. The Ags is just one ultimate orb, not ultimate orb, Point booster away.
I don't think Squelchy should have turned up here. I think he should have just stayed away.
Oh no! Where's the
Oh.
charge? Where's the charge? It was a bit too late.
bit
There's
late.
a little bit of lag in there. bit of police NA ping there. Because if he got that charge when she was under the tower, we could be dubbing. We could be dubbing. Chrono with the macro pyre just to clean up the creep wave. That's what we like to see.
Middle tower is
There's a missed
I do
combo.
give him credit. He did complete the charge. He ran through
He did.
everything.
He
just
tried
to
his
get
he
it.
tried his best to get there. I think it was a battery assault or something that stopped him in the end.
Well, meanwhile, this is actually providing a lot of space. Captain Carabao.
Captain Carabal's having a great time here. I think he could have gotten away with a Midas here, to be honest. I know I said he needed like a mom or something, but you can also get the same, or you can also perform the same way with just a Midas. Just because his team are really doing pretty well around the map, but no one's contested him.
Did you have a DP ult popped in mid though?
Yeah, I don't know
sure
when
why.
that was, but I missed that completely. They killed Hoodwink top, I guess, with the swap in stun charge. It feels like so many resources have been poured into this top lane. Maybe Epic Doom
but-
casting the ult mid distracted them
Chrono's going to
slightly.
drop for it. And Hildeberry has caught Khalees. So that might
Yeah.
be another kill.
Yeah, it's certainly
Yeah.
not great for iShitters now. They're down 2k, but Squelchy pretty happy getting that kill. Squelchy getting no, it's Chrono who got the kill. Okay, well Squelchy happy to be a part of that kill because the Ags is coming very soon. How's Massaway doing? We haven't seen him in a while. Let me check that word. He's not doing great. Really
No.
not doing amazing. He's got the Diff Blade now, so maybe there's some sort of timing you play off here. You've got DP, almost has the Shivas, just 500 gold away. You got the Ags on Venge, and you got the Diff Blade. Looks like here Epic Doom should have been in trouble, but spells were missed.
Yeah,
Captain
while all
Caramel's
that
running away,
madness
he's
was-
scared.
While all that madness was going on at the top, Epic Doom did manage to take the tier 1.
He did, yeah. I think that's partially what caused some of them to back off from top and leave Hoodwink alone.
Oh, hook shot onto Massaway here. In comes
And the
Chrono
ult's on
maybe?
top.
No, just go.
That's a great play. That's good recognition of your limits there. So Massaway is going to continue to struggle here. He's going Shadowblade next, which I don't know if that's solving any problems. I really don't. I think you need to get the Ags, get those 2 leak charges. At least you can try and get away from these things. I think you're probably going Ags BKB in this game.
Definitely the BKB.
Shadowblade is not solving any problems for you. You're fine to get in, and they're going to have vision around anyway, so it doesn't really give you. It's an old slug build.
So given how much George Foreman will want to actually fight at the moment, is it worth considering maybe getting a BKB now on Slark?
No,
Thank you for the Ags.
you kind of do need the Ags. It's pretty important. I mean, you can equally live in a lot of situations just by having an Ags. That's super far away.
Tower is the target of clearly superior forces.
Partial
For some
smoke
reason, a
coming through
Macro
there.
Pyre has been cast mid. He didn't even get
Not
many of the
sure what
creeps. Chrono, what the hell are you doing?
The NA ping. That's what I'm putting it on down to.
Alright, so, Venge status, Ags complete. Doom status, Shiva's complete. They might start cooking here. There could be a swap in, potentially. Is there a silence? There is a silence. There's a hook in now. There is a charge as well. They're going to get him before any boats are cast. Squelchy in trouble.
The acorns!
Squelchy does have the... Oh, that's a nice little dodge there from McDoom. Squelchy does have the Ag, so him dying is not very important for the side of GFG. He's not even going to die. They're not going to get anything from this. Absolute disaster from the side of GFG.
Beautiful play.
Snap did
Beautiful
not
play
have
by-
TP to get in, which is always a sad thing because they were diving the tier 2. Could have got in very nicely.
Captain Carabao also didn't have TP. Would have been great there. Just jump in with a Chrono. Bit of a misplay from the guys there, and they know it's a misplay because Carabao's flying out with TP now.
Yeah.
Radiant has foolishly
Yeah, you know, when you're playing Void in games like this, you obviously want to be farming, but you got to make sure you're turning up to as many fights as possible when you have Chrono up, because it is just free kills. It is just 3 kills. They could have had many kills there with one chrono. And speaking of one chrono is going to die here.
Who's going to
Gets
get
a
the
nice
kill?
path off, but it's not going to matter. I dislike the item choice from Chrono here. You know, you've really got to focus on what is killing you this game, and it has not been physical damage. It has been clockwork being on top of you. So, Soups, the correct time is
4 staff.
correct. That's 5 points for Soups indoor.
Woohoo! The only time I'm ever going to get points. See, my
Unfortunately,
opinion
points
is
do not mean
valid.
prizes here. There are no prizes.
You tell Ted that
Squelchy in
my
trouble here,
opinions
but
are
of
right.
course he is just an Ags man, so he can spray transfer out of here, and he's actually doing a lot of damage here. Hitterberry's going to go down. Surely will go down. That's a nice silence, beautiful silence there. The nice macro
Beautiful
as well.
macro as
There's
well.
a big
There's
corner on 4Bs. He's standing in the macro. Needs to be very careful here. That's a great boat on top.
Follow. And the cogs. But there's no deaths. There's no real deaths anyway.
Well, Chrono's just running in here. They're going to do this here. What a play. Wait, here's Slark. He's finally here.
But he's too late. Epic Doom, is he going to get away? He is.
He needs to suck. He needs to suck. He's sucking. He needs to shivers. He's shivering. Where's Slark? Where is Slark? Mass away?
That would have been
You gotta help out. You gotta help out your bud there. Oh,
There's the
that's a nice play from
swap.
Squelchy.
Beautiful.
The thing is, you know, when you're playing Slark in a difficult game like this, I understand you need to go farm, but you want to get every kill you can. You can't be sitting back and just running away from fights on full health. You've got to find a way in and try and get some kills and XP, because he's just been not present for any of these fights. All of his heroes, all of the players on this team, I think, are higher level than him. Well, I lie. Chrono and Cleese are not, but that's not a gold standard.
No, but they're the supports. You expect him to sort of be a little bit behind. But in comparison to the cores, he is well behind. 4
Yeah,
levels.
and he could have turned up to a few of these fights. They've had a nice couple fights here for iShitters. He could have definitely profited off them.
I'm not sure if Radiant are being that communicative. Hildeberry and Drambong both going for Guardian Greaves.
Yeah, Guardian Greaves clock is not common. Guardian Greaves snap is kind of common, although I don't particularly rate it over getting a 4 staff or something like that. Even a Lotus in this game would be pretty decent. So yeah, certainly don't need it on clock though. Clock would do very good with honestly just maybe Clock would do well with a Lotus actually, because you could just get in there and just attract all spells towards you and be able to at least give some back. But really, you could just go Axon Clock here, pretty comfortable.
But he has changed it up. He's gone for the Glimmer Cape now.
That's a nice hook in on Chrono. Squelchy is fighting Obnot here. The damage from the Macropyre is not going to be enough. They're going to pick up Squelchy here. And that's a nice swap out. Can they get a Shivas off and some sucks? They are gonna get the illusion for the second time.
They're gonna get Doom, maybe?
I don't think they should. That's a very early Yules, but it's worked out. He needs to suck more. He needs to do more sucking. There needs to be more sucking happening. He's doing it. Where is the team?
He's turning around.
Here's the charge on Durambong. They're gonna get an easy kill there. Doom, this DP pick is proving to be difficult.
Oh, and here's Slark.
They don't have the damage. Slark is here. Slark is hungry.
24 minutes and only the 1 agi stack. Not what you want though. Especially with the amount of kills that have already happened.
There's now a charge in on Kamaya.
A bit aggressive in my opinion.
The ice path is wildly off the mark.
They're diving the tier 2.
There's a snipe and they get Mass away. That's a big pickup. That's a nice snipe from Obnot. Mass away continues to be in misery. Chrono dead. Squelchy in trouble. There's no DP on DP anymore, so they're going to struggle here. Squelchy is being taken down. There is a boat coming in now. It's a nice silence, and they just kill Void. Here comes the Torrent Storm. There's a nice hook in. They're gonna at least get Squelchy's first life here. But can they get Obnot instead? It doesn't look like it. That's a nice silence and a stun in from Cleese. Can they help their boy? It looks, man, this Doom is just not dying.
They might finally get Squelchy here.
They're going to get Doom as well, and Massaway's come in to just die almost immediately.
Has to Shadow Dance to get away.
Oh, they're going to get Kamaya here. This is a big kill. This is a big kill for Massaway if they can give it to him. Chrono gets it again.
I think that was just dot damage because Massaway just didn't hit him.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate one. I feel like Chrono's been picking up quite a lot of big kills in this game. Massaway 0-4, Chrono 3-10. Those 3 kills go to Massaway, and could be a different game for him. He is now going for the Axe, so there is some semblance of the correct build here. I think after the Axe, if you go for a BKB, you could genuinely be set for a decent game here.
Big item coming out soon though. Obnot's going to have that Daedalus. Already finished a Gleipnir and a Deso.
Yeah, Daedalus is very, very strong. Can see how much damage just the Chrysalis is doing. The Deso also very, very good this game. However, I think that there is obviously a slight weakness in this build versus the team of Dire, because they are quite armor heavy with this Shivas and sort of DP in general, which is quite armorful. You got Venge, quite high agi, so again quite armory. Slark, also pretty decent armor, so you know the physical damage build is not going to be doing great work, but there's definitely avenues to pick off the supports. And Cleese, you know, he's actually Cleese with the blade mail has got a lot of armor, although I think part of it is because he's for a tower. Why has he got so much armor? Yeah,
Blade mail.
The blade mail
Blade
7.
mail, phase boots.
Phase boots is 4.
That's 11. Neutral items 5.
Oh, he's got the dragon scale. Yeah, that'll do it. Meanwhile, Squelchy's dead again. I think Squelchy is definitely making a few errors now. You know, it's great that you have a second life on Venge, but it's very possible to feed both very quickly. So yeah,
it feels like he's being a bit overconfident given his early start, feeling he's invincible now that he's got 2 lives, but that's just proven he is not.
There's going to be a potential hook in here from Hibideri. Doesn't even need it. Chrono's just dead. There's Epic Doom is maybe in trouble here. They've found him. Can they finish the job? Where's the Yules? There it is. That's a nice Yules. There's the Torrent Storm. Cleese is going to perish for the sins of... Oh god, he's put himself on top of the other lad. Not very impressive there. And they're going to clean up. 3 kills. Massaway still trying to farm for this Axe. Maybe when he gets that, they're going to have some opportunities to get more kills. But at the moment, how do you fight into this team? You reset it in the draft. What do you have against this level of team fight? This level of damage?
I think they've just got to try and skirmish. They've got to play with the smokes. They need some.
Well, they can't skirmish until Slark decides that it's fighting time. That might not be for a little while.
Yeah, I think rather than this Kanda,
Bong is gonna perish here, but slight issue here as they do get him. They are gonna get him, but Bench is on the cliff here. There's a cliff. There's a cliff. There's a stun. And
that's gonna be
looks
the first
like
life.
he can. Oh, he's been put down on the low ground.
Oh, he could have finished him.
And this is going to be trouble once again for Venge. Venge has died a lot now. 6
But
deaths.
now Clock's RPG'd.
Yeah, Clock is now on the cliff. He has no good way to get down currently, but 19 seconds, you have 2 choices.
This is why you get
I'm
4
still
staff
shocked
people.
that 4 staff is not... Oh no, if we have a 4 staff on Jakira now. Okay, that's good.
Game snipe.
I'm gonna give the benefit of the doubt to Chrono. I think he recognised. Oh god, I'm dying a lot.
I'd like to think he did. He's still on the cliff. He's not coming down yet.
He is a ward.
It is whispered that
You waiting for a hookshot potential, maybe?
unspeakably cruel tribe
Lotus, do you know what is a stream snipe? Proc is building a Lotus now, and he ditched the Greaves. That's a stream snipe.
destroyed.
He did exactly what I said he should.
Well, I think he might have ditched the Greaves purely because they had a discussion and they realised Snap already had most of the Greaves built.
It's possible, but you know, I'm sus. Doom used way too late there, so he's still been brought back in, and now he's just dead.
There's just too much
Slark
damage.
is in the back, wants to try and get Snapfire here. I don't think
But
it's
there
going to
is
work.
no
There's an
damage.
ice path which is completely off the mark. Slark's going to get pushed back, and now what do they have? They
Right.
have nothing. There's a Chrono. Chrono's going to die. Chrono dies in the Chrono. That's
hate to say
almost
it, but-
cannibalism right there.
I hate to say it, but I think this is game.
Oh, it's definitely looking like it. I don't know. I don't really know what the game plan it was here from the iShitters. You know, you need to have some kind of direction in the draft, and maybe the direction was
For a short
play
time.
around the farmed Venge, but unfortunately, Venge has just gone off by herself. Massaway's just farmed by himself, and then it's been Doom sort of trying to keep the team together, fighting 1v3 or 4 sometimes. Squelchy
example,
caught alone
Squelchy
once
again.
again. I was told great things about Squelchy. Yet to see it.
I'm not a fan of the Squelchy build, the item build. I like the Ags, but the Phylactery into calendar, I don't like that. It feels like you're relying way too much on Magic Missile. Given the start, you could easily done a lot more white.
Here's a big
damage.
charge in, they get 4. Chrono, he needs to cast Ice Path, my man. Why did that come so late? They're gonna maybe get Kamaya. Kamaya's gonna get out. Khalees is, they're not gonna get, they get 1 kill. They got Snapfire. If that was such a good charge.
Oh, they've got a charge.
It was such a
But
good
they've got-
charge. If Chrono just casted his Ice Path before his Dual Breath, I don't know why he did his Dual Breath first. Oh,
Diffusal Blade is an item. Slark, you can use it to slow people.
oh dear, Slark is going to go
Oh, he's
down
caught.
here. If there's an Acorn that comes in, it's going to be a sniping shot instead. Slark perishes once again to the hands of the Squirrel.
As a stack man, I take that just because it's plus agi. But at the same time,
I know,
your
but they
Slark
could
is
have
now
killed them
dead.
all. They really could have killed them all there.
Good opportunity to learn.
They got out. They got out of their base. So well, I'm taking that as a positive
They
thing.
did. It was actually surprising how well they did when they actually fought together.
But it just feels like they
think that's
definitely
one of
lacked the
the first fights
lockdown
they
to
had.
keep them in place. So I think
Oh, I forgot to put the overlay on. Oh,
Ooh,
and that's a bad miss.
minus
Sorry,
5
Scotty, don't-
points. I'm looking at Dire at the moment and the iShitters, and where's their team lockdown? You got Ice Path, right? But there's nothing else to keep people in that macro pyre. You could argue, yes, they've got Never Strike, they've got Charge, they've got Magic Missile. But that's, if they're spread out, there's nothing bringing them to that macro pyre, which is going to be a huge chunk of their team fight damage. I'm just not sure how. Well, I'm not sure how that team fight worked so well for them. Maybe
Well, it
the
was
fact
a
that they-
4-man charge. I think that was quite key. They were clumped up like grapes on GFG, so it made their lives quite difficult. But it didn't. But iShitters didn't make it as difficult as maybe it could have been. There is now a play on Kamaya. They've got the charge off, they've got the silence off, but there's the BKB. He can really turn things around here. There's the boat. There's the Torrent Storm. Void's coming in. They're going to get the Chrono on DP. DP's going to get swapped out, but the X comes right back in, and now they're both in the Chrono. And now they've been knocked back. It looks like Doom can survive here. Where is Massaway? Where is
He's
Massaway?
trying to backstab, he's trying to get around the
He's
back.
on the back. There he is. Can he find something? He's going for Hibidary. And he's
Oh,
going to try
no!
and leap away, but doesn't manage to. And now he leaps another way, but he's going to get just completely burst down here by the Hoodwink. Doom is trying to come in to salvage whatever the hell that was from Massaway, but... And Swap is in as well. They kill Kamaya. That's a big kill. There's a lot of lockdown gone. And this is Venge's illusion, so they could maybe, yeah, they're gonna get her. I think Doom could have maybe stuck there, but it's difficult. I think Massaway is he needs to really jump with his team. This jumping by himself, he's finding it very difficult to get the openings.
Obnot is farmed to hell. He's got a full Wind Waker as well.
Yeah, that's a big pickup. This Hoodwink is 17-2 this game, 24k net worth, 8k above the next highest, which is DP. So almost probably got that entire Wind Waker over DP in terms of net worth. Chrono very in the mix here. It's good spell trouble for him.
Oh, he's just dead. He's stepped up too
This
far
is very goon defense. Yep, and the macro pyre isn't even on the buildings.
Oh no. Is he going to complete this charge?
This is a nice charge. Can they finish it off? He does finish it off. Can Hibidari die here? They're trying to get Obnot, but there's the Wind Waker away, and now the Cogs with the Snapfire in. The Blade Mail is hurting Durambon quite a lot, but he's gonna be fine, and they get the kill on Cleese. Massaway is coming in for some more action here. If he can find one of these lads, this could be pretty huge. He knows they're on the shrine.
Oh, he's not got the courage. He's not got the courage to go up there. He fears a sentry somewhere.
When you've died in the way he has so many times this game, maybe it's understandable that you're a bit terrified. But Squelchy, he's died about 1,000 times this game, and he doesn't care. He's marching in.
He's got 2 lives. That doesn't count. It's only 500.
Massaway is going BKB next, so he's getting there. He's on the right direction, on the right path.
The Eternal Shroud is completed for Epic Doom. Not sure what he's going next. He's got a few thousand in the bank.
I would just suggest getting the BKB. It is quite important. He's going Wind Waker instead, which is reasonable, I think.
So we've actually got a Manta queued up for Squelchy here.
Yeah,
I don't mind that. I don't mind that. That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, it's pretty decent. You've obviously got to be careful when you play the Ags builds that you can't use any items or any items actively. So yeah, just got to make sure that you don't rely too much on Manta. I don't really know the proper Venge build with the Ags. I would suggest it's something like Manta. Chrono is just out here. I don't know what's going on there. Let me have a. What would I build if I was playing Venge?
BKB.
Yeah, BKB's fine.
Or you go full survivability.
I'd probably go something like just mega stats, like a Guardian or S and Y. Maybe even you even go Kaya and Yasha. I don't think you would. You'd probably go something. There's a charge in. They get 2, but that's a nice double stun from the Hoodwink. Damage is being dealt like crazy. Cleese almost down. Squelchy's gonna die twice here. Doom is trying his best to get some damage out, but it's not working. It is not working. That charge was very nice. Can they get Kamaya here? Kamaya very low. Cleese also very low. There's the bash. Can they get Kamaya? He's alive, but they get Void. It's a huge kill to get the Void. Can they get Kamaya here? Massaway's hunting. That's a nice jump. They're gonna get Kamaya. Squelchy is in again with the buyback. Durambon is potentially going to go down here. Yes, Massaway! Go, Massaway! That's a triple kill, and there's a charge on Obnot. So he is likely going to go down here too, but there's the Wind Waker. But a nice stun from Massaway.
Oh, he's going to drop. He's going to get the kill.
That's
Massaway
a godlike
gets killed.
That Massaway. Massaway is back, and he's got the BKB almost ready to pop. He needs another. What is that? He's got it now. He has enough now.
Yeah, he's got the money. That was a few buybacks though.
It was 2 buybacks, so 1 on Cleese and 1 on Squelchy, which is you're pretty acceptable for the gains they made there. Honestly, all Slug needs is just one of these fights, and you can really start snowballing. Because look, he's stolen 104 agility. They can pick up a tier 2 tower here. He's got a few more permanent agility.
They can go for tier 3s here.
They can. I mean, Fort should stop them in their tracks. They have got 2 buybacks on the heroes that are not up for a little while, and Chrono is up. So I wouldn't get too excited here, fellas. Chrono just laying a little fucking shit on their doorstep there with that.
They could just quite easily rotate down to Roche now if they want. And I think that's where they're heading. Or they're just going to stop and farm. They're just going to stop and farm. Never
I think
mind.
that's pretty reasonable. I mean, if so, Slark next. He's probably going to want maybe a nullifier to stop the Wind Waker, stop the Force Staff from Snap, stop the Glimmer from Clockwork. I think nullifier is pretty decent here. It's honestly mostly for that Hoodwink, because you really want to be able to lock her down, and this Wind Waker is quite an investment if you can cancel that out with the nullifiers. Like,
Ark is trying to solo the Roche. It's not going very well for him.
no, I think
Already
Chrono
down.
needs to put in some help here. There needs to be a good old team effort. So getting the Roche here, this is only the first Roche. Surprised it hasn't been taken yet. It's 41 minutes, but maybe not really a Roche taking side on either team.
Well, it's something that you notice in Goons, that the lower the MMR for the Goons, the longer it takes for Roche to die. They tend to focus more on fighting and farming than getting something like a Roche.
There's a TP coming in from Kamaya, and he is coming in still. He's smoked up, but they do have vision here. And instead they've gone on. They're trying to go on Obnot. There's a nice hook in. There's a nice Chrono as well. Can they swap at anyone out here? That's the Aegis. That's a nice swap on Doom. Very necessary. This could be huge here.
They've got the first life already. BKB is popped from Massa where he's trying to take down Hilray, but they've got Shadow Phase.
This could be huge. That's a nice ice path they get to. Kamaya's going to be in trouble here. Obnot's trying to come in to rescue this fight a bit. Squelchy is going to go down for only the first life. Squelchy might be dead. Squelchy's not dead. Rather, it might be Obnot who's dead. Where's the charge?
There's the charge. Do they have follow-up?
They do, and that's another fight win for iShitters. This is the snowball effect. Look how much Agi Massaway has, 116.
He's still hunting to Ampong.
This has been an absolute disaster recently. That swap on Doom was so important there from Squelchy. It was good for him to not panic and swap his Slark out, realised the Slark had the Aegis, instead waited, swapped out Doom. Doom had a really good fight there, got off a lot of damage. They are going for a tier 3 here, but there are no creeps. The creeps are coming soon. The creeps are probably about 20 seconds, 30 seconds out.
Do not look at the graph.
I'm looking. It is now win probability in favour of the iShitters.
I've seen base jumpers go off less steep inclines than that. They're just going through back door, they don't care.
Boat has been casted and hooked. I don't really know what this is about. They're trying to basically slow them down, but instead it looks like Hibidari's just got himself killed. There has to be a buyback from Hoodwink now.
That does force them back, just as creeps turn up, so I don't mind that, because...
Chrono could be in trouble here.
Chrono should be dead here, I think.
Chrono can get... He's got a Pavis if he needs to. There's a charge, but it's not really going to amount to anything. I think if Chrono just gets out here, that's absolutely fine. They've used the buyback of Bunker and of Hoodwink. Chrono is going to get caught here. A sacrifice. He has mildly got away here, but he's not quick enough to get away from Ibidari here. So Chrono will be returning to the fountain.
There's the snipe. Obnot lands another one. They're on point today.
But it is now the gold lead in favour of the iShitters. Or it's actually very balanced. On a knife's edge, you might say.
It is.
And Slark, all of a sudden, almost has a BKB, almost has enough for this disperser, which I think you can also use to purge the Wind Waker, so that might also find use in that. I think Nullify next would still be ideal. And I think they really might struggle to deal with this Slark in future fights. I think quite a big factor there was the Aegis. Let's not forget that without the Aegis, Slark would obviously just be dead and not be able to fight anymore. And Slark did do some good stuff in that fight. So
something I would like to point out: Chrono and Epic Doom still rocking tier 2s. They haven't picked up either their tier 3s or their tier 4 items yet.
That's my boys. That's my boys. Obviously quite important for Doom. I think he could get something big here, like a Timus or aesthetics cap, whatever it's called, or a spell prism if that's still in the game. I think it is.
I think Clock, he was rocking his tier 3. He's only just got enough for a tier 4. They've only just found that item, so he's the only one missing there.
And now Ags is going out on Clock next, which another recommendation.
It's turning into a very good fight. Ags coming out on Epic Doom.
So that would be that's Fears. I think. No, it's not Fears.
I
It's
think that's
Exorcism. Whenever an enemy, it's just the ghost on random damage, which is going to be pretty hype. That's a lot more damage. Squelchy next is going for a Hex, looking to be some kind of assassination machine.
Police going for the BKB. Scythe from Squelchy being built. Masterway nearly has Disperser. He's taking your advice. A little bit suspect.
On who? Sorry.
Masterway, he's going for Disperser.
No, I recommended Nullifier. But...
Oh yes, you did. Sorry, yes you did. Disperser. That's the upgraded.
Disperser still is fine. That nice torrent man doesn't really do much. I think that they really need to be careful of swaps here. You know, if Squelchy deems an individual worthy enough, he can just swap them in and they're dead. And Squelchy doesn't care about dying. He has another life.
What is Captain Cabo going? He's got in Plasma Invasion and Claymore queued up. I can't remember what that builds into.
That's the new butterfly recipe.
Oh, it's new butterfly. Okay.
Yeah, which is going to be pretty nice against Venge and against Dark. So definitely going to help out in some ways.
Yeah, there's no spots for FKB at the moment. Not until we get
meanwhile, Hideberry is fighting Masselway and might go down here, but he's actually fine, and that's the BKB down. Bruno still
pushing forward
wants this.
Who wants to kill? I think that might be his death if he carries it on.
Meanwhile, in the mid lane, maybe they can get Kamaya here. Kamaya's walking up big time. There could be a swap in here. Do they want to do a chrono? Do they want to commit here?
Arrow Dance is used along with the snipe and it misses. It whiffs everybody.
But Exorcism is used, so they can just chill. They could just chill here. But they ideally want to. This could be trouble here for Obnot. I mean, he's got the Yules away, so he should be okay. That's a nice ice path. He gets two. But there
Where's
could
the
be
follow-up? At the moment, everyone's just playing one away because Exorcism is still up. I imagine as soon as that turns off, there they're going to challenge and just charge him right down.
They should.
They're doing it. They're running after him.
And that's a great play from Hideberry, but the Wind Waker's going to get him out of there. Corona should just put down the macro pyre here. Just make him fuck off.
Saving it. They're waiting for that big team fight.
What is Corona doing? He's just standing in the middle of everything.
Do you just X the point and then just murder him there? Because given how far up he was, well, I suppose you only had creeps for vision, didn't you? You couldn't really see what else was lying around.
There could be a swap in here on Obnot. I don't know why they don't try and do this. That's the boat has been used. That's a nice ice path and a macro pyre from Chrono. Here comes the goop. Are they going to use a Chrono on top of this? That's another nice ice path. It's all very cagey at the moment. No one seems to want to commit a huge amount. Massaway's gone in, trying to commit on Hideberry. It's not really gone too well. He has to jump out again. Chrono in trouble. There's a swap
There's a
out,
swap.
and Captain Carabao is dead. He didn't get anything off. He's brought back.
Instant
He's still
buyback.
got BKB. He's still got Chrono. So this could be a big buyback here. They can get a few more heroes before Void makes it back. This could be quite big for their fight. Because Void is coming.
The outpost.
Void is coming, and is he going to consider the Chrono? I think he's going to leave.
They're very grouped. They're very grouped. No,
But-
he backs off.
But there's no
Everyone's tweeted out already.
Kunka, there's no Snapfire. Hoodwink's already gone back.
Dire's bottom barracks is
They've got to save their racks here, and that's what Cleese is doing. He's heading
I think
back.
they can. Exorcism's up in 15.
attack.
Mass always
Oh,
in. He
that is
doesn't give a
bold.
hoot.
He's just
Hoots are
hit
no
the tower.
longer given. There is a snipe. That will make him fuck off a little bit. But Doom is also not give a hoot. There's the Exo. They just need to stick Doom on the hill. That's all they need to do. If there's a Chrono, he can get swapped out. He should be okay.
He's taking a lot of damage.
Oh, but there's they suck in. The swap needs to happen. There it is.
There is
But there
a
could be a
beautiful
Chrono
swap.
here. There's a BKB, surely. There it is. There's a Chrono.
That
It's
was back
huge.
away. Beautiful Chrono. Takes 2.
Oh, but it could be trouble for Captain Carabao. It's a dieback. It's a dieback on the Carabao. Here comes
But it's gonna
Cleese.
cost
He's
him a
just too late. He's just too late. You know, if he used his face boots and his bulldoze, he might have got in there in time. That's a big fight for both sides. Important objectives taken.
The important thing is though, iShitters, other than Chrono, all have buyback.
Yeah. But can they? I mean, they have no Exo. They have no Chrono. So it's still quite a tricky fight for them when they do buy back.
It's true, but 3 of their heroes don't really rely on cooldowns. They don't have any big
There's a
ultimates.
bench buyback. That might be enough to make him fuck off, as there's only 2 lads in the base. Hoodwink's coming in now. Oh, they didn't get the kill on the creep. That's quite important actually, because
I
Cleese
think Cleese
could be in a lot of trouble here. He's Blade Bell, he's piped. He is quite tanky here.
Can't get off the Never Strike though. Battery Assault's just doing a little too much. Here comes
He
the
has
action.
his invisibility, but he's decided not to use it. And he's brought back for this. So they're going to claim 1 racks. I don't know if they're going to get any more. There's boats flying down.
I think this is a little bit poor play by
That's a nice stun
here.
in. There's a buyback from DP, and they've realised it's time to go. It's time to get out. They've baited out all they could. I'm surprised that no swap was managed there. They couldn't get anything.
that is unfortunate. Epic Doom was only like 3 seconds away from spawning, I think.
The win probability right back in GFG's favour now. Looking at 66-34, but Void does not have buyback. If you catch out Void, you could get a big fight.
There's only 3 people with buyback. Hoodwink, Slark.
There's a charge on Hoodwink here. They need to use that. Not use that. They need to disperse of that, and they could not. But there is
The downtown Never Strike. There's a disperser.
there is a Wind Waker in 2 again. DP's coming in. DP's got an ult here. There's a Macro Pyre. It does kill.
There's a little bit.
It
There's
does
no
kill a
buyback
lad,
there.
and that's a dieback on the clock. Void is waiting up the hill. What does he want to do here? I mean, Doom is still chasing. There's the charge. That's a nice Yules once again. Two XP
Double
runes
XP.
just chilling up here. How have they been left?
They got TP back for a 3rd one? Why not? This is a very back and forward game.
Win probability now sitting nicely at 59-41. I think next Roche is going to be incredibly important. He is up and he is bot. And it looks like the iShitters have made the decision to set up top for in 20 seconds time when Roche is heading up here. They're going to claim Roche, and it's a big Roche. It is a big Roche. There's going to be a cheese and an Aegis.
Who do you give it to? Do you give it to the Slark, who has buyback? Or Epic Doom, who doesn't?
You give it to... you do the exact same thing you did before. You give it to Slark. You have Venge ready to swap out Epic Doom. There's the cheese ready to go.
The big boy is here. I'm just looking at items, what we're going next. And I really don't know. I'm really not sure what to go here. Chrono's finished off Guardian Grease, got device. I'm guessing, looking at Solar Crash, he's got a bale of Discord in his backpack.
Yeah, this is a massive L from Chrono. Don't know what this is. You've already got Sheila's bud. You don't need another bale. So I don't know what Chrono is doing here at all. They're going to try and get the racks here. There's a swap back on Kamaya. There's a charge in with the BKB. It's not going to mean much at the moment. Kamaya is in the middle of everything. BKB casting all the spells. Mass away on Joran Bomb, trying to get some kills here. He's being knocked back to the boat and the cogs, and then shot down. Squelchy is taking a lot of damage here. Can they get the Void? This could be a big kill. Void has the BKB up. Trying to run away. Epic Doom's in the middle of everyone. That's a nice macro pyre. Carabal's taking a lot of damage. He's dead. There's no buyback. If they can get Hideberry too, they can really push here. That's a nice knockback. But the Wind Waker dodges it. They're trying to stop as much as possible any chases happening. But there is a charge man. If he catches sight of anyone, and he's caught sight maybe of Hideberry.
Nighttime vision.
He can find Obnot here. Where's the rest of the team?
They've got Hildeberry.
And correctly, Cleese is running past looking for more. They can get Hideberry, but can they get any more?
I'm not sure they can.
Oh my
Beautiful
gosh.
hook shot. He might get away.
No, he's
gonna get away?
dead. But that's 2 dead. 50 seconds without anyone. Obnot has TP'd in the base with the X just to try and get... Just to try and get a bit of pushing in. Now, bot wave is not pushed in. Top wave is. So they can go in through top if they wanted to. But Venge is still in base.
Yeah, that's a good play. It forces one back. I think one of the big issues that both teams have had in these pushes, neither of them have stopped to take the outpost. So when they're buying back and TPing in, they're having to go a very long way to do it.
So nothing is really going to be earned from this apart from a slight net worth advantage. It is now pretty much dead 50-50, 52-48. And I really think that they need to think about how to deal with this Wind Waker. They really need to have a little sit down and have a think. What item could we buy to stop this hoodwink Wind Wakering all the time? We have a semi solution. Oh, we used to have a semi solution in that Venge was going to go for a hex. That is now lock on. That is now a BKB instead, rather. And Mazaway has used all of his slots on things that aren't a nullifier, which is going to make his life very difficult.
Epic Doom, beautiful Wind Waker to get out of the chrono.
Oh, I didn't even see that. There's a charge coming in now. The charge is a while off.
Here comes Mazaway to back him up. Epic
Oh,
Doom
he
is on his own.
definitely. Oh, he's actually going to die himself.
He's dropped. Epic Doom's going to drop with him.
The Wind Waker out, but I don't think it's enough. He needs to suck. He needs to suck, and he's just in the middle of everything, and that's a dieback. But he should have dieback kind of soon, in a minute and a half, so not really relevant. Kind of relevant, and he'll have 30 seconds less death than he realises. But this could be it. I don't.
Yeah,
so Massaway again could have provided a bit more assistance by using his
BKB.
No, well BKB would have been good, but also he has Depth Shroud. If a lad of yours is getting got, Depth Shroud is a very useful thing to have to stop them getting got. Chrono's going to die here. Chrono doesn't have buyback. He doesn't have the money. This is big L's here. They could just be finishing this game off.
Hoodwink is
There's a charge in on everyone. That's a 4-man charge.
Massaway jumps to the back line, going for Obnot. Gets off the BKB, but he's taking too much damage. Here comes the shower.
That's a nice snipe. The swap,
Oh no!
parallel. And Squelchy is trying his best to just make some space here. There's 30 seconds until DP can come back up. Squelchy's still in the middle of everything. If he can get the Captain Carabao here, this could be huge. Can they finish him off? They can. They finish off Carabao. Kamaya's taking a lot of damage too. This is huge. Venge is doing so much here. And Cleese is on the back now, on the Hoodwink. There could be a stun here. There's a stun.
He is dying to creeps.
DP can be back in 1 second if she wanted to. And she does. They want to try and get something big here. If they can get these two heroes, this is quite a nice little idea for pushing, but they're not going to be able to get Hideberry. Hideberry's out.
The throne though, the throne.
So they get 3. Megas were not claimed. Masawa needs to deal with the creeps on the throne.
They are open to big X potential kills now and thronage.
Hoodwink
very worrying.
has 10,000 gold. It is time to buy a rapier, my friend.
Yeah, you rapier this shit up.
Stygian found for Hoodwink as well. That is massive. That's 10 armor on top of all the 10 armor reduction on top of everything that's happening at the moment. They have buybacks on everyone here for the side of GFG, so they should not be in trouble. But there is the fort was slightly late, a little bit late. They're going for the end here. They want these buybacks to be committed. They get the buyback out of Kunkka. They need to get the fuck out. They cannot be hanging around.
I don't know. They're going too slowly. The catch is too much.
That's a nice BKB timing. Can they get out here? That's a nice Magpie just to slow things down. And they get out on everyone.
Yeah.
That's a huge escape. They bait out the buyback of 2.
Cleese just BKB TP'd
And
right in front of
Cleese
them
is now
in the middle
TPing
finger.
on Obnot. If they can find this Hoodwink here, but look at the rotations coming in. This could be problematic here. I don't know what's happening. Void is alive. Void is here. Here comes the Chrono. Oh, another Wind Waker to get him out.
But it does get Mass away.
Mass away down. No buyback. No buyback for a while. He's not going to be back in the fight until we come back to life. Chrono with the Ice Path attempt. He does catch Void, which is quite big, but he's going to go down. Where is Squelchy? Here he is. He's got Giant's Ring. He is terrifying. He is like some sort of Greek avatar. He's taking a lot of damage here, though. Can he get any kills? There's the swap in to get a bit of shield. Can he get Kamaya? That's a nice glimmer. They're going to get Epic Doom as well. I think this is it. There's nothing left. They've got nothing left. They've got nothing left. They did not get a single kill there.
That was rough. That was a very good fight from
yeah, I mean, honestly, the amount of work this Wind Waker has put in for this Hoodwink is immense. And if the iShitters boys do watch this back again, I would recommend thinking about how you counter a Wind Waker in future.
Mon the Squelch. Mon indeed. They're going to fight to the end. And it is the end. They've got no way of stopping that. Duty is called.
A good victory for GFG puts them in a good position for next game. They just need to have a nice clean game and they've played that third spot.
They're guaranteed a tie for third now, whether they win or lose.
An hour-long game is classic.
And we've got one more to go.
Right. Well, the next.
Just to say it. We had tier 5, but big up Epic Doom, still rocking that tier 2.
he was really rocking a tier 2 at the end of the game. Wow, that's
A tier 2 at 64
another.
minutes.
You know, it was only small mistakes that cost iShitters, and that is one of them. No nullifier on any of the team or any way to deal with that, and no neutralizers picked up from Doom.
Ooh. What a game.
You know, it wasn't super easy for GFG. Captain Carabao had a rough game. Couldn't really get a huge amount of impactful plays off. Hiddenberry
Robbie,
and I
oh,
think
yeah.
Obnot and Kamaya really were just owning. Kamaya was just laying down spells, living through everything. Obnot, of course, the MVP, no doubt about it. Had about 20k more net worth than anyone else. And Hibidary really caused a lot of problems in the back and had a lot of very useful items: Solar Crest, Lotus Orb, Glimmer Cape.
That was just a chaotic game from start to finish. And honestly, it was just the minor things which did separate those teams from which one won.
Yeah.
So I can't say for sure that this game 2 is going to be just as exciting, because all it takes is those little things to happen for one team and not the other, and you do get that landslide. But if we have similar to this, I'm excited for it. I'm really looking forward to this next one. The lobby is up, by the way. Next lobby.
Oh, is it the same password?
It is, yeah.
Excellent. Oh shit! Tried to enter the wrong lobby. All right. I'm in Gamerino's channel. While this is all sorted out, I'm going to quickly take 5 minutes out to go grab my dinner. So you can also take a break or.
I'm going up to the bathroom very quickly. So hopefully chat behave. Hi, I am back. So, Fuse is just grabbing some food at the moment. So we can probably kick the lobby off if they want to go. We've got all 5 members of each team. Yeah, play, we're still going. First game was a 64-minute, very back and forth. Highlight of the game, Obnot on his hoodwink, doing shitloads of damage. Epic Doom, still rocking the tier 2 at 64 minutes. The Sublime Squelchling, cracking start, but then started to feed away. Wasn't a big fan of the item build. It was a very, very good game. Surprisingly good game. So it's hopefully game 2 is just as good, I'm hoping. Currently this does put the George Foreman Grill at a 5-4 match scoreline, which means they are guaranteed a top 4 position. If they get a draw here, they are tied with the iShitters for 3rd place. FGF and Team Stray, don't think there's a way they can get back in it. The only thing they can hope for is a 2-0 by GFG, and they tie for 4th with iShitters at 4-6. We'll see how it goes. I wonder if they'll respect the hoodwink and ban it out.
Okay, I'm back.
This game. Welcome back.
Not much has happened. There's just been
No, just
two banners.
starting the draft. Yep.
I feel like GFG banner has got more pixelated since last time. I don't know how that's possible.
10 seconds remain.
What if it's because it's on the dire side? It's just a bit lower. It feels like it's a bit closer to the screen, sort of thing, in the background.
Dial team ban. Dial team ban.
DP banned out from GFG. They didn't like Doom's DP.
I don't blame him. He was a menace.
I can't believe Hoodwink is not being banned out here.
Well, they've got the last chance for
5
iShitters to ban it.
remain.
If they don't respect it, this could be another first pick hoodwink. Or maybe the iShitters feel like picking it up.
That's possible. Beast does play Hoodwink.
10 seconds remain.
Interesting on the Huskar ban though. Not sure why that was.
5
Is it-
seconds remain.
Is Huskar even good these days?
Radiant team.
But no idea. Hoodwink just hit the ban. Probably just gonna rock and roll with Chrono Jakiro again. Or he's gonna be like, pick me Lich, guys.
I wouldn't mind a Lich. I prefer the Lich at the moment compared to Jakiro.
10 seconds remain.
Well, it's a bit more unreliable with his ult, but given some of the ults last game,
Pick.
It's Windy
Ooh,
first.
Windranger. Okay. Reckon that's a cool Windranger? Or do you reckon someone's going to try and lock that as a support?
Got no clue. No clue. I don't know anyone who plays Windranger on that team. I'm guessing it's probably Squelching.
10 seconds remain.
Just a rocket mid on Epic Doom.
Or Chrono's just
5
lost the slot.
seconds remain.
Could you imagine those shackles on that
Radiant
thing?
team ban.
Rubik.
Rubik has been taken.
Okay. It's a nice a high skill hero. Do you reckon we're going to see some decent plays here?
10 seconds remain.
Or
I
do
think,
you reckon that?
if Obnot's playing it, could be some
5 seconds
some
remain.
dubs.
I'm wondering if that Rubik pick was just a scare factor, just to try and discourage iShitters from picking up any big ult sort of thing
Oh,
that
they
they
did
can
that last
steal.
game.
Could you imagine, like, if iShitters decided, yeah, let's take a Tidehunter. Oh, we've already got the Rubik to steal it. So they're going
10
to possibly
seconds
push away from
remain.
that and go for things which are more skirmishy, which didn't work out
5
for them last game.
seconds remain. Dire
band.
team ban.
And a Dazzle. Okay, they're afraid of the core Dazzle, I'm guessing. I don't blame them. It's a bit of a strong hero. Very annoying if you don't have to deal with it. Oh, there's nothing given
10
away, because
seconds
either of these
remain.
heroes could be played core or support.
I would just
5
lock in.
seconds remain.
I would lock in like a good
Dire team.
kind of ogre drow lane for shitters.
A Drow.
Yeah.
Not sure I'm on board with a Drow.
It's one of those heroes that doesn't really give up much to Rubik. I do like PA as well.
10 seconds remain.
You know what you could pick?
I have to just
5
DK.
seconds
Completely
remain.
ignored.
Radiant team. Pick.
Oh, the Warlock. Big team fight. Big team fight. They're going for it again.
just trying to think of heroes that Krona would play. Ogre's certainly one of them. He likes Ogre. He does like Shadow
10
Shamans.
seconds remain.
Abysmal. He does like Lich. Seen him play Lich.
5
AA?
seconds remain.
AB?
I've seen him on AA, but AA would be very weak here.
Disruptor.
Which is okay.
It's a staple of the goons. Your Disruptor, your Lich, Jakiro,
I think he
Witch
might hero
Doctor,
against
Warlock.
worse. Abaddon. I do
Again,
like Abaddon, but there's not really a whole lot of. Yeah.
is it a core Abba or is it a support Abba?
Probably core.
Thinking offlane, core offlane?
Yeah.
10
against
seconds
Warlock.
remain.
Dumpster in that lane.
5
Then you're setting yourself up there because you don't know what. They can just pick a core which counters it. Pick a nice carry hero. Well, as you mentioned, the Drow will be pretty decent against him.
Dire team. Pick.
There's a Lich.
There's the Chrono Lich.
Okay.
I reckon they're going to go for a big team fight here for George Foreman. I wouldn't be surprised if you do see
10 seconds
Your-
remain.
Tide Hunter or I don't know if anyone plays it, but maybe a
5
Mars.
seconds remain. Dire team. Pick.
There's a Slardar. There's a Tom speciality there, the Slardar. Wrecked a many goon with it. I think we've got
10
support
seconds
Warlock, support
remain.
Rubik, and we're going for the 3 cores for George Foreman.
5 seconds remain.
iShitters, we know it's a support Lich, or well, we're hoping it's a support Lich. Unless they want to go for the Mitch. You're left with potentially a core Abba and core Wind Ranger maybe? Which means you're still looking for a support plus a carry hero. Assuming that's an Epic Doom Windy. A very interesting draft so far. The
You
Slardar
gotta
does
think
feel
about it. Probably
very...
a carry next for GFG, and I think that having someone with break is quite good, and having someone who can really beat through Windy and not care about
Radiant
the
team.
evasion. Gyro does feel some of that.
very strong with the flat cannon. I've actually heard that the flat cannon is level 1, or has a... What's the word, phrase I'm looking for?
10 seconds remain.
Like a harass sort of thing to try and just like bully people is better than your
5
rocket barrage
seconds
or
remain.
your rocket. Just because you guarantee them basically 4 or 5 attacks on them just from flat cannon each time.
Hmm.
I can't remember, it might have been T-Gov who's mentioned that. I can't remember who it was. It's an interesting choice. Partnered up with the Slardar and the Warlock, you got Gyro on top. Can do a decent chunk of damage here.
Radiant team bam.
I'm dying.
You're dying.
I don't like that. I really don't like that.
No, this feels like a very defensive team, but it's not defensive enough to deal with what they've got coming at them.
It's just not good against Gyro. They've only got one strength hero. And it's more, yeah, it's more sort of passive gameplay.
Yep. Trying to think how you lane this. If let's say
Dire team
it's
banned.
carry ABBA, or sorry, pos 3 ABBA, you would have to partner with potentially the Lich, otherwise you're running double melee into a Warlock Gyro, which I can't see that going too well.
10 seconds remain.
Or you run the Lich 4 with the ABBA, which
5 seconds remain.
I don't mind that as a lane into a Warlock Gyro. Then you're potentially running Undying Windy, or Undying something,
Radiant team banned.
into Slardar Rubik.
I think they just want to go Void again. No, they've already got their carry. I'm talking about. They've got to pick their mid. I don't see why they don't just pick something like Cook, and it's not too bad. What would I actually go for? But I'd probably go for something like.
Well, the
10
Kunkka was
seconds
banned out.
remain.
Kunkka's been banned.
Oh, okay. I would pick TA, but I don't know if they would play it.
5 seconds remain.
Yeah, so I'm not sure they know or they're that good on it. You also got Necros in there.
Necro's banned.
Not Necros, Necros banned, sorry, Lena has just been banned out, okay. Yeah, you are looking at
Puck's
it's
okay.
all the spirits.
Puck's not too bad. All the spirits indeed.
10 seconds remain.
I'm not sure how good the spirits are these days.
I think they're pretty decent.
5
Storm is probably the
seconds
worst.
remain.
But you still got Doom in, not Doom, sorry, Dragon Knight in there. You've got Omni Knight still available. What else could you run mid? Lone
Dire
Druid?
team pick.
But it's carry ABBA, I think.
Or was it carry Windy?
Carry Windy. Kind of like. God. What are they doing here?
Yeah, because if you run
10
carry
seconds
ABBA,
remain.
it means potentially either Windy or Undying is the 3, which I do
5
not like at all.
seconds remain.
Although Wind
They
carry...
played Venge Pulse 3 last game, and they're not against some special
Yeah.
guy.
I'm trying to think, Wind Ranger 3 into a Warlock Gyro. It's not the worst. It's not great, but it's not the worst. If you get a couple
I
of...
would still probably take TA.
yeah, they've not got much to burn through the faction here. You've got Wind Ranger ult, that's about it. There's a Sniper.
Sniper's pretty decent. Wow.
There it is.
Dust off your tones.
Sniper is good at dealing with the tombstone. Pretty natural true strike buyer for the wind. It's offlane Abaddon. It's carry Abaddon. Mass always carry. It is carry Abaddon. Offlane wind.
Okay.
If they're sticking with the same positions. So that, yeah. So what I said before, but I'm not necessarily convinced by it. Or,
No. Do you like the ABBA set? Massaway rocking that well.
This could be over very quickly. I mean, the lanes are at least going to go pretty well for iShitters, so maybe they can transfer some of that. I'll be back in 1 minute, so just talk amongst yourselves.
Oh well. Yeah, unfortunately there was no Pudge pick. Don't know if the Dragoons just aren't very fond of it. Wouldn't have minded it myself personally. I wouldn't have picked it as your last mid hero. That might have been a bit risky, especially into what was available. But against all these big ults, yes, nice save hero. I suppose you've got the tombstone there for save as well, so that could be useful. We are jumping into the game. That's what we didn't check. We didn't check if anyone had the dragon last game, did we? So I'll have to keep an eye out for that one. Didn't hear the roar, so maybe it'll come out this time. I'll give you a cheeky introduction. onto Radiant's team. We have Massaway rocking the Abaddon. Epic Doom on the Zeus. Khalees on the Undying. Chrono on the Necro, not the Necro, the Lich. Whoops. And Squelchy finishing it off with the Wind Ranger. And we'll jump over to Dire team for George Foreman plus Grill. We have Kamar UK on the Sniper. We have Durambong on the Warlock. Hildeberry rocking the Rubik.
Okay, I'm back.
have-
And there is
Yep, I'm just doing
no,
introductions.
no current gameplay happening. Alright, so where are you up to? Sorry. Continue.
Oh, I finished Radiant, and I was just about to finish off Dire, because we have Obnot on the Slardar, and Captain
30
Carabo
seconds
on
to battle.
the Gyrocopter. And it looks
Quite
like
a
we might
switch
get
up.
a
Quite a switch
bottom.
up. No heroes were repeat picked.
No, that's true, there weren't actually. That's pretty impressive.
Teams showing off their versatility here.
And hold hands with me?
Or maybe showing off that they can only play one strap if it goes poorly.
Oh, Squelchy running.
No,
Realised the
no
invasion.
first blood here.
Down your reset and throttle all
Oh, will this be 3 runes?
is nigh.
There's one. He's going to get a second. Will he go for the third? No, he's just going to walk away.
Fair enough. Someone has pinged
It's been
it.
pinged
There's
out.
a purple
Yep.
ping. Fleece is going up.
Squelchy.
That's big from Squelchy. Recognises the weakness in the enemy position. So we've got a classic here of Zeus versus Sniper, the dwarf versus the dwarf.
How does that matchup normally go? Is it a fairly even trade for both sides?
It should
Can't
be.
really-
Zeus gets pretty even trades against everyone. Sniper will be able to get his own last hits, but
Well, Zeus does have a significant damage advantage early on, doesn't he? So he should be able to outright click Kamaya in terms of CS.
I mean, kind of. Sniper has a much better attack animation. Doesn't really matter if Sniper is a worse attack damage. Just be a cunt.
Everyone loves being a cunt these days.
I don't like it. I don't like Sniper. Like he's the
Oh,
life stealer
Hildeberry down
he's the
bot,
life
getting
stealer
bullied.
of range stealers. Yeah, Hildeberry is
Blood
gonna.
grenade being
Oh,
used.
that's a nice stun. But that's like Hildeberry's killed himself there with that zap. Not super impressive. Good resource management there from iShitters, recognising they had enough. And this feels like a repeat of last game here for Captain Carabao.
Oh,
Struggling
Chrono stepping
to
up
make
too
a
far,
foothold.
maybe. He's being slowed by the blood grenade. There's the.
That's a Chrono
Green
Death. That's a
Crush.
classic Chrono Death. Caught out randomly in some spot.
Obliterated.
Just gets owned.
They didn't respect the respawn of Hildeberry. How's the other lane up top going? Let's have a look.
Captain Carabao is struggling. He's struggling. I don't know if I net worth him. He's got 2 last hits to the
Ooh.
7 of Squelchy, and now there's a tomb, which Durambong is just clicking, but it's not going to be enough. And they can even get the deny off here. They do. They get nothing from that. Durambong might even die here. There's a decay. There's a power shot,
Not sure
which is
what the
on the
catch.
mark. Looks like Durambong
He's got
should
the
be
mango.
able to.
He's got the mango.
This is going to be close. It's going to be bloody close. He should get it. Oh, 7 health. But still, control very in the favour of Squelchy and Khalees here. That's the first set for Captain
Lift by
Carabao, who's
Chrono.
still on 2 last hits. Now gets his 3rd. Chrono he's still in.
He's RTZ'd.
He's
He
on
got
the
too
left.
close.
Does he have a TP? He has TP in 20.
20 seconds.
But look at Massaway, he doesn't give a fuck, he's just running at lads. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, it is very, very even. Very slightly Sniper favoured. Probably just because Zeus is last hits all, but that's a bad miss. You can't be missing with your zaps. That's a freebie, especially level 2 zap.
Maybe he's just trying to resource management? I have no idea.
No, as in he used his zap, but he missed the last hit. His resources were used and nothing was gained.
Arms for the dead.
Just getting bullied out now. He needs to get that right click on that range creep or he's going to get denied, isn't he? Yep.
Does get denied, but he's going to get a bit more mana here, so he's going to regen up. Chrono's off the cliff, found his way down.
I would have laughed if he found his way down into instant death. Always safer on the cliff.
I mean, technically speaking, it makes no fucking sense that you can't get off a cliff. You could just jump. I'd like it if like it cost you like half
way
your
down
health
bot.
to get down.
Getting bullied to it, but Chrono comes in with a save there.
And Chrono sits AFK
Like
a little
Oscar.
bit,
There's
and he
the
could
cross.
be in trouble here. No shield used. It took a while for the shield to come out from Masselway. He could have saved Chrono. Could have maybe even turned that, but instead they're gonna get the kill. But meanwhile, in the top lane, Duran Bong is in the grave.
But Captain Carabo has hit double CS.
Yep, impressive stuff. He might be hitting double deaths here in a second. Look like they're ready to dive. He's just taken heat
definitely
here. There
dived
could have been
there.
a shackle there. A bit confused about why there wasn't actually.
A new chapter.
But it's certainly been a kill on the Carabao. And Doom is still keeping up with the with Kamaya, but resources quite low. He needs to get this 6-minute rune. He might call him back up. I certainly would. I don't like the idea of this getting this rune.
What do you make of the Warlock build? Not getting a single point in Shadow Word.
I think it's kind of common.
Do you not think he needed it potentially this lane?
I think maybe it would have been a
in?
decent idea, but I think they just have a shit lane here. Really, they don't complement each other at all. Lisa's got a pull
Oh,
off.
master way down bot. Getting bullied. There's a slithering crush into a sprint. Just kills him himself. Doesn't even need
Yeah,
Hildeberg.
they are really,
Oh,
they're
no,
really
caught out
turning
as
it up
well.
in this lane. Yeah, it's just and Zeus did not get the mid rune, so and he's going straight Manta. What is he doing?
No. You gotta go
What
Blackberry
build?
first.
What build have you followed here, Doom? What build have you loaded up that says Manta first?
Phylactery
Almost
first.
every build will
Just
say Phylactery first, into
Then
maybe
Manta.
Aether Lens or Shard, and then you get a Manta.
You can potentially skip the Ether Lens if you want.
You can, yeah, you can absolutely if you want to.
Yeah, you definitely
Cleese
get
is
Phylactery
going to
first.
take a bit of heat here, but he should be alright. The bond's come
Oh.
down. There's a nice shackle.
Hildeberg's baiting. He's baiting. There's the cliff. That's twice.
Yeah, I mean,
50
this is
seconds
it's
on
like
TP.
bullying a toddler doing this with Chrono. Yeah, it's not fair.
He's gonna be up there for a little while now.
Yeah,
On the plus side, lots of XP for Massaway. Provided they don't all get denied.
there's too much happening in these lanes. I can't focus. XP rune claimed by Cleese, and XP rune going to be claimed by Hidiberi soon.
A lot of denies coming in from Kamai UK in the mid. 14 of them.
14, yeah, that Zeus is going to start struggling here. Zeus has his ult now, so any little kill that he can get is going to be very good. But it doesn't look like that kill is going to come from bot, so it needs to come from top. Rolchi in very good position here, lots of stats ready, almost
Why
100
definitely
damage.
caught up on CS.
And now here
Looking at
comes
the
Rubik. Wants to get a kill on Doom. This could be a big kill.
Doom is very low HP. He's not going to
But
take
he's
much.
going to go get the shield rune. They have not identified the fact that shield rune could be got.
The enemy.
Oh, he breaks the tower.
Oh, and instead he gets a kill top. And he's coming top. They could turn this here. I don't know what is going on
Oh,
here. Massaway's dead.
Hildeberg is coming in behind. Does get a steal on Thunder God's Wrath.
That's pretty incredible. That's a nice power shot. He's gonna surely die here. Yeah. So they managed to rescue the situation. I would have just popped that Thundergod's Wrath as
100%.
when I
100%.
died, but he's thrown.
Oh, they do take down Massaway in the meantime. Down
Yeah, Massaway died. Massaway's not having a great start once again. They seem to really be struggling in these lanes, and I get it because Bruno is probably the least gifted laner that I've ever seen. Doesn't really understand anything.
That's not true. You've laned with me.
Oh no, you definitely have some qualities. Bruno does not have any qualities.
I don't know. He's consistent.
Yeah, I guess.
Why not be consistently good?
But here
he's
comes
consistent.
Police. They want to try and get a kill on Omnot here, and I think they will. This is a big kill when they can get it.
He just needs
They
to
are going to get
do.
it. This is
But
a
they're gonna
massive
die
kill. Also,
Hildeberg.
Hibidari's going in here. He can't do this. He's going to die. They just give up
Yeah,
2 kills to Massaway, and he's right back in the game. He's got his phase boots. All off one mistake.
Upon the altar of chaos.
Yeah, that instantly puts him up.
And
above-
meanwhile, Squelch is going to kill Captain Carabao top. Sniper's coming in, attempting to get some kind of, and he's just going to TP out. What a play from Squelchy! What a play!
Realise there's no stuns. There's no level 6
Dude,
on
what are you
Warlock
doing
yet.
here, bud? What are you doing? Please, if you're playing Dota 2 and you're not very good at the game, use a guide. Don't raw dog it like Doom is here and make a mistake.
What guide's he following? That's the question.
I don't think any guide because for some
Undergod's
reason,
Wrath was
the
popped.
goons have decided, someone has told them that using guides means you're bad at the game. No, you use guides because you're bad at the game.
Oh, beautiful there. Epic Doom gets a regen rune. He needed that.
Massaway taking heat here, but he looks like he's going to be okay. He does have the 6 if he needs to survive, but Oknot is already got 1,748 health. He is not dying anytime soon, I don't think.
Well, the only way he dies is if you bring down.
Captain
Undying
Carabao
again.
dead again. Is that the 4th death? It's the 3rd death for Carabao. Squelchy is having a great time up here. Well, Massaway has decided that he also wants to join in the party just to feed as well.
But Doom's come down. Not sure what he's going to do.
It's not worked particularly well.
He might die here.
Bruno is certainly going to die. There is a tombstone down, which is being clicked down by Kamaya. Kamaya needs to be bloody careful here. What is
I'm not
Kamaya
sure he's
doing?
kind of out there. It might take Cleese down. But
Yeah, so it's pretty even trades all around, but some nice
They did get Kamaya
kills
first.
there for Epic Doom. That's going to get him to his Manta, which means this misery can end slightly quicker because he's going to get items.
Just needs a shard next.
Yeah.
All of this that's going on though is sort of benefiting Massaway because he is XP. He just needs the items to get away from this lane, so he's not going to get bullied so much by Obnot.
Dire's middle
Fortunately,
tower
while he's still hanging about here, he is just cannon fodder. I mean, on top, they did try and make a move on
tower is being
Bochi, but
assaulted.
didn't quite
Thanks
work
to their
out.
flawed tactics.
Got the power treads, got the wave band, got the magic wand. Not far off having the maelstrom done.
Going straight for the Chrysalis on Gyro.
Captain Carabao stepping up though, got to be careful. There's no warlock in range, so if he gets shackled, he is just a dead man.
Warlock going
meanwhile
in for a
down
deep
bot.
ward here. And yeah,
Ooh,
bot lane,
Chrono's
Chrono's going to
really
die.
two-shot.
Massaway is going to be in a little bit of trouble. Maybe Cleese can get some damage off here.
There's the
That's a
rock.
nice
It's
rock.
deep drop.
And they're committed even more. Oh, but the
Straight
Zeus ult is
forward
not
time.
enough. And Cleese is going to die here. They're going to get the tomb as well. That's big.
Top tower is under siege.
Massaway did escape though. That's a bonus. He did not feed there, which was a
Dire's top
possibility.
tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower
Up
is
top though,
assailed
Squelch is
by
taking the tier
fiends
1.
who seek its destruction.
Oh, we've got a rage quit.
Oh. Interesting back and forth already for this game. Both carries having a very
Yeah,
sad lane.
I don't know where Masselway gets his builds from either. No wand in this lane. He's only got one bracer.
Straight into Blade Mail.
The sands
I
of
think that's Blade Mail, isn't it? It's not the Echo Saber anymore.
No,
Never tell.
that's Echo Saber, yeah.
It is. Okay.
His big items are correct. He just needs to think a bit more about this early stage where he could get these tiny items which are like 400 gold, but already save his lane. No, Obnot's got the stick. He's got the bracer. He's chilling.
Zeus ult. Anywhere?
No, he does not.
Would have been a dead Carabao if he did. What's your thoughts on the stray Zeus ult? You're throwing it out if you know you're not going to fight every now and again, because you never know what you might catch.
It's a lot about vibe checking. I think. Sometimes there is value in the information. Sometimes you have enough information that a Zeus ult is just pointless.
I think we're going to hit a stale part in the match now, where everyone's just going to try and get those initial items. I would like to thank Kamara UK for not going the phylactery Kanda build.
This is trouble for Hideberry. Never get that name right. Maybe it's intentionally obtuse.
Hibideri. And that is the Maelstrom fully complete now for Squelchy. The next person he comes across is going to get hurt a lot more.
This is all just space for Masselway. He's almost caught up with CS with the Gyro. Gyro, by the way, had one of the worst lanes I've ever seen, and Masselway behind on CS.
So here's a question for you. Wind Ranger Axe, given it reduces physical damage by 45% when it's up, and the amount of physical damage that's going to come out from Dire, do you reckon it's a pickup early pickup this game?
Seems very good. I'm not massively into this Gleipnir. I don't feel like it's just going to give you a huge amount, but again, each their own.
I think they need it,
gives you a bit of stats at least.
They've got no lockdown. Oh, there's a big fight bot happening. Maswitz has to force his ult. Out comes the tombstone. Hibideri just being run down. Oh, here comes Obnot.
That's a nice snipe. But Obnot's gonna die here. Oh my god.
A lot of you take Squelchy with him.
Jesus! That was close. Top tip about ranged heroes is you don't need to stand on top of the melee heroes.
And if you do, you got balls of steel.
Yeah.
Back and forth again. Zeus, I'm guessing that's the shard coming out to him, along with Manta maybe.
The Manta?
Just the Manta, okay, so still waiting on that shard.
He gets phylactery now.
What
I'll
part
cry. Oh, there we go. Shard's coming out.
Great shard.
Phylactery is very important on Zeus. It's probably as important as getting the Manta shard combo. It just makes everything you do so much better.
I'm not really sure I like the shard build this game, just because you're up against a Gyro who's going to wipe out your illusions very quickly.
I've never really liked the shard build. I prefer.
It's fun. It's very fun and memey.
Enemies gather at Radiant's top tower.
Oh, looks like we might have a fight top. He's just going to push out. There is a Gyro and a Rubik up here.
Oh, straight MKB on Sniper. That's a good choice. Like that. Got the 2 core items you need, and then straight MKB. Look at dealing with the biggest threat on the team.
Dire's middle tower has been destroyed.
Is he the biggest threat at the moment?
Certainly, Wind is a large threat.
Well, we saw just how quickly he nearly died to Obnot alone.
Yeah, but that was a misplay. That was
10-8-3.
like that was an accurate representation of what should happen.
Dire's middle tower is being assaulted.
I think it would be a
They're flawed.
big error here for Dire to try and put in a fight. That's just my
Well,
humble
they-
opinion.
I'm not sure because they've got a lot of team fight.
I know,
Foul
but
the
it's just
wall.
they're not really positioned appropriately. Look, I think they might see Warlock here.
Let's have a look. Can they see
they
it?
pinged something. Orange has pinged that. The Warlock is there, so they know about this. It could be a blink here from Slardar. There's
Based on their
Feel free
vision,
to
they can only see
standoffish.
Sniper at the moment.
Radiant's
yes, you
top
can get
tower is
that.
under attack.
Net worth is currently, we've got Squelchy at the top with Zeus. Not far behind, you got the Sniper and Slardar.
Yeah, Kamara at the moment is just pure bait because that is all they can see. Other than Oblot, who's just rocked up.
Right, the shard is done on Zeus now.
Tower's under siege.
He's finally got the build online. There's an attempted shackle. There's a blink in from Obnot. Can they finish off this wind? It's looking pretty close. They think they might. They're gonna get it with the and they're not even gonna get the Slardar out of this. This is an absolute disaster. There's the
Fatal
Zeus ult.
bonds,
The
they
Zeus
do
ult.
work.
Sorry, the Lich ult. It's just been an absolute disaster. It's not anything. What is Carabao doing? He's just dead. Kamaya also in trouble. Oh, and there's a DC from Hibideri.
It sort of makes
Slardar
sense
very
given where
low
he
too.
is. I don't think you come back to the fight now if you're the other teams. If you're Obnot or Kamara, you just run and you run fast. It was a bit unfortunate by Gyro coming in there. He is really struggling on net worth. Only 550-700 at the moment. Even Mass always above him now.
Well above him as well.
Say goodbye to your head.
But this is actually huge for Massaway, given those kills are happening just as he's turned up, so it's a nice bit of XP bonus for him, especially given how badly his lane went. But Windy there, just showing how squishy she still is. And she's got enough for the Gleipnir if she wants it. Got enough for the recipe, going straight for the blink afterwards. I honestly think she needs some form of tank ability. She needs stats. Otherwise, that's just going to keep happening. She's going to get blink, slithering, crushed, and melted by Slardar and whoever else is
Dragon
about.
Lance is quite popular on Wind. You know, you can potentially build it into Hurricane Punk if you want, but it's just nice stats early on.
I want to make a bet with you. Who's going to have the lowest tier item at the end of the game?
Oh, I'm gonna say Chrono. He's got no clue.
I've got to go with I don't know, because I was going to say Epic Doom, but he's got the Faded Brooch at the start, so it's not the best one. I'm going to go Khalees, the Arcane Ring. I think he's going to keep that. We do have a current pause, because we do have some connection issues coming in from George Foreman and Grill. So hopefully it's not too much longer before we get us back in it.
Now we've got
Oh,
Chrono
Chrono's on
AFK
it.
for 3 minutes. Alright. Shut it down.
Well.
I sit here eating my food.
I'm a bit surprised, honestly. A lot in the lanes, because honestly, that went how I expected. But the mid fights are a lot scrappier than I expected. I was thinking George Foreman were just going to completely maul them with their overwhelming team fight. But it appears the damage coming out from the likes of the Power Shot, your Zeus, and just Massaway standing in the middle of them. It's sort of becoming a bit too much for them.
Yeah, it's just Gyro at this stage is also just very useless.
Yeah, he's just a creep. He hits for, what, 110? Which at this point it's virtually nothing. He's barely able to actually farm because he doesn't have any lifesteal, so the creeps are doing quite a bit of damage to him.
Yeah.
He's gone for the max homing missile build. I'm not sure on that. I think if you're going a farming build, you sort of go like a 4-1-4, if anything. Because the rocket barrage is pretty handy for farming. Even just skipping rocket homing missile altogether and just leveling up some stats. Get yourself some survivability there.
I think it is quite common to max them. I mean, this game he had a better choice.
So what does homing missile offer them? Max level at this point. Okay, slightly lower cooldown, slightly longer stun, but it's not helped them at all in the lane.
No.
But
I
arguably,
don't
rocket
think
barrage
Rocket
wouldn't
Barrage
help them in
would
the
have
lane
either.
either.
It's okay.
No, I think the only thing that would have helped him in lane is more survivability somehow. Which either would have had to come from the Shadow Word from Warlock, which we're still not at a point in, we're 404 on that. Or even just stat items, while when rushing potentially the Chrysalis.
We've got gamers.
Back in the game. Epic Doom looks like he was pushing up there, but everyone's just backed off.
Dire's
Using that
bottom
pause to
tower is
reset.
the target of clearly superior forces.
Come on, Doom. Use that Manta, send those illusions out. That's the whole point of it. You don't want to be keeping that off cooldown. That's the way we're resorting to the ancient farming. I actually farmed very quickly. Well, quick enough-ish with Curse of Avernus. Rips through these ancients.
Almost got a blade mail, which would be pretty good. Sort of stopping the damage from the sniper and the arrow. And after that, going straight forward. See, this is a classic Chrono maneuver where he's just gonna like die. You can see it coming from a mile away. He just decides, oh, I'm just gonna run up here, guys. He loses his ward, and he dies. You know, you just gotta wonder what is going on in that young man's head.
He's tanking it for the team, you know. If they kill him, they're not killing anybody else. It's all in the mindset of a team player. Some pure huffing there, by the way.
Yeah.
So, Masterways build. Would you go Harpoon here, or would you potentially look at maybe a Radiance? I know it might be a bit late for it.
Nah, you just get Harpoon Manta. That's better.
Because the illusions also proc the Curse of Avernus, don't they?
Yeah.
Oh, here comes Obnot. Here comes Obnot.
Late now.
It got Squelchy.
Yeah, but Squelchy should be fine here.
Though.
There's a nice route, and they could turn this if they wanted to, but they decided not to.
Oh, Cleese. I love you. I love Cleese. Early 4-staff, first item. They say goons can't learn. He's learning. He is learning.
This is the goat. It's told on cross shield, so this power's gonna be.
Chrono, however, trying to run straight up into tower range for some reason. Never
He's
understand
gonna
what's
take
going
a
on.
lot of
Chrono.
damage here. He's gonna just pop his ult. They're gonna drop the rocket as a stun on Squelchy,
He's not going to drop the vault. He's just going to melt.
and now Obnot's dead as well. Squelchy is now down on the wind run, but it's fine. They get 4 at a cost of nothing.
That's tier 1. Go straight for tier 2 here, guys. You've got your
They're
momentum.
doing gold Jimbo. They're doing good. These games have actually been quite hype.
The only thing you can say which sort of benefits this is it is space for Captain Carabao. He's gonna have that eggs now.
I think
It's cost them a lot.
2k network behind anyone else on the course.
It did cost them a lot. It cost them a tier 1, a tier 2,
they can
4
get their
kills.
if they want. They might
They
even
can
get
take
the
a
Tormy
tournament
if they want. I think
Yeah,
there's
it's
some
up.
discussions about Tormy happening.
Dire's bottom tower is ravaged
I'm not sure they can
by
take it
the
though. They are pretty low on health. I think it's Tormentor would likely claim their lives there if they tried it. Although what I'm hoping Epic Doom does do, saves his ult now, because if they go for Tormentor, as soon as they hear that Tormentor goes down, pop your ult.
Good, it's a good tip.
'Cause at some point, someone's going to get low enough to it, and you're going to get a kill. What are we looking at next? Kaya Yasha. That's the next thing coming out for Epic Doom.
Sanch.
Kaya San, sorry, yes.
But he has
would've
got a
preferred
Yasha
Kaya.
already in the Lanta, so in spirit
He
he's
does?
level 3. Now there is a sentry here on Epic Doom, so they know he's there. He's marching about on division. Question is, what are they going to do about it?
I think they're just scared. They saw how that team fight went, and they backed off. They're worried that everyone else is going to be turning up.
Oh, Matsaway is still mid. The Manta is the next on the menu for him, which is correct play.
Dire's top
What's my Lich
tower is
doing?
under attack.
Why does Chrono love Pavis so much? The goons will hear something about Pavis. They'll hear something, and then that's all they'll do on any hero, no matter what.
It's just a cheap item, isn't it? 1400 gold, easy item build up. You're likely to get Ring of Protection and Fluffy Hat in lane, so you just need the energy booster and 175 gold.
Doesn't really help that Chrono doesn't really use his Pavis.
No, not the slightest. We are looking at a fight though. Hibidori slowly dropping.
Whoa! And he gets him
Yep.
with the zappers.
Those illusions are starting to push out the lane pretty well.
Foes threaten Dire's middle tower.
Oh guys, I'm not sure you want to ping him to try and fight him here. This would be a losing fight if you tried it.
And the problem is at the moment is Obnot is the strongest member of his team, but he has no way to kill the wind as it stands. So all of his strength is just invested into Duff.
Dire's top tower
He
is under
needs
siege.
some way to kill this wind. I would
This
I
wind
would
is
I
going
would
to take
go.
Bloodborne.
I would probably go Nullifier.
Dire's top
It's a bit of a
tower
risk,
is
but
ravaged by the enemy. Dire's
it will
top
solve your
tower
problem.
has been crushed.
Well, that's the MKB done. Looking at the Aghanim Shard next. So far, we're both wrong on the tier 2 upgrades. Currently, the Faded Brooch is still on Epic Doom. And the Trusty Shovel on Drambong. I love a Trusty Shovel. That and a Philosopher's Stone, you partner them up together and you just swap them out when you need to.
Right, here we go. The Tormical has been made. But it looks like Slaughter's setting up for this, so I think they should be fine. They shouldn't be low enough to die from this.
Zeus ult isn't up yet, another 30 seconds, so they're going to take it beforehand.
To be fair, Drambong could have died there, but as you saw.
Tactics.
Might have. He's got Glimmer Cape, so I think that might have just saved him.
Middle tower is ravaged by the enemy. Middle tower has fallen.
Maybe. Would have been close.
Chrono is
Chrono
being gone
got
on here.
out, though.
Chrono costs his spells, bud. Yes, Chrono! Yes,
Beautiful!
Chrono!
Beautiful!
There's the rock, but for what? And there's a nice blinking shackle. Sniper is in the middle of everything. This is not where he wants to be.
There is Fatal Bonds just doing a lot of work, but not enough.
It's a
Hibidori
full
just slowly
5 round
dropping.
wipe, only for the cost of a little Chrono. One of the best deals in the land.
A Chrono, which is arguably the most worthless kill on the team. Actually, it's not arguably, it is definitely the most worthless kill of the team.
Yep.
And they're going high ground.
Dire's middle tower
27 minutes, they didn't want a long game. They're making sure it doesn't happen.
is on
Well, they've actually got push this time as well.
For a short time.
You can get back in there, boys. Only wait for the wave. Certainly don't want to wait for snipers to be back up, but they're going to chill. Which I think is surprising. I would definitely be taking it.
No, I think that's purely the thing of goons don't realise when backdoor comes up and not. Because they saw their creep wave die and they assumed they can't stand there anymore and hit the tower. They don't realise that the backdoor protection is still down for a little while afterwards. In fact, it's a decent chunk afterwards. And in that time, you could have potentially sent your Zeus illusions down bot to push that lane in, which it was doing anyway.
Radiant's top tower is threatened by fiends.
Oh. That's the tier 2 for Epic Doom. It's coming to his... He's got tier 3, straight psychic headband.
I'm not around the side here. He might get found.
I think he was spotted there. I think he might have been spotted.
It is a hard high ground push. That is cold. Enter done on Muscle Wave. Next
Zeus
on his
going back,
list should be something like Basher, but you could equally go Shardy or even some more heavy damage item.
What we've got coming out, we've got the Guardian Greaves, a classic staple for Cleese. Into a Holy
Roche
Locket.
is the intention here.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
30 seconds till he comes bot.
They can definitely do it, they've got the damage. What we've got items coming out next. BKB is next item for Kamaya. Realising there's a lot of magic damage coming out. Although...
Obnot has the BKB going Ags next. I think that's pretty correct.
Big item which could be coming out shortly for Gyro. He's going to have that full Daedalus finish, sorry.
Yeah, he really needs some form of lifesteal. He didn't get it from his tier 2 or tier 3 neutral item, which makes his life quite difficult because you've got all that damage, but you're also dying very quickly. He's a very squishy boy.
Well, what are you going to get which is going to keep you alive if Squelchy just jumps on you?
What's the point? You get Satanic, so you really need Satanic MKB. Nowhere near that.
Yeah, that's a lot of gold.
Not amount of money. They're smoked up here. They could find something juicy. He's gonna get popped by
Obnot breaks it.
Can he get a suck here?
Oh, there's a Kamaya!
Oh, he's gone the wrong way!
Oh,
Oh, what a disaster! And there's a silence on top of the Warlock as well. Looks like Chrono is gonna try and be the trade once again, but Chrono's a tanky boy. He's got shields, he's got that Pervis.
The Lich Ult does get him some farm from those ancient creeps as well.
Shout out to the Lich Ult. And now we've just got a singular Captain Carabao trying to defend. He's going to clear out the creep wave, but not the Carty, or even the range creep. So the push can continue, and Carabao needs to be careful. He could actually get jumped, and he will be.
He did.
That's a goon defense. That's goon defense 101. If there's no chance of you defending, why are you defending?
I think this is just game. This is just straight megas.
I mean,
They
look at
can't
the push.
stop it.
This goes. Abaddon gives so much to the team. This is so much better than Slark Fight. Fits your game style so much better.
This just feels like a completely different team to what we saw in game 1.
It's a completely different draft.
Well, that does help. The only consistent thing between game 1 and game 2...
Oh, and it's going to be trouble once again for Duran Bong. The trouble for Sniper, he's dead. Obnot just chasing shadows here.
There's nothing they can do.
This Slardar pick was completely nullified by this wind pick. And Slardar was picked into wind, so...
Which is unfortunate because it was a strong lane.
This is a
wonder they
good
quite
bonds. Look at this bonds. Oh my
Oh, this is a
god!
lot of damage.
Unfortunately, it's
But
not
Luke
quite
Joe-
enough. It was very close. Slardo's in. He wants to get Cleese. He will do, but at
Gets
what
one,
cost?
can't.
He's
They can't
dead.
buy back.
They're gonna get the megas hit. It's only 33 minutes. I was expecting another
They call
megathon,
it.
but it's over. It is Jover, as the kids say.
Well, well, well.
Which puts us in an interesting position for the standings of the GFG Invitational. With that draw,
Yeah, that's-
it puts now both GFG and
That
iShitters on 1 win, 3
3-1.
draws, and 1 loss. With
It's just nice
one
iShitters and
more
GFG.
one more series to play, I think.
No, I think there's only 5 games.
Is there only 5 games? I thought there were 7 teams in the tournament. There's only 6.
I'm only seeing 6 teams left
Okay,
in
there's only
the
6. Right, so
standings.
that is it. So that means it's a tie between those two,
That's it.
and maybe also another team. I'm not sure.
No, because Team Stray played their 5 games, and they ended at 4-6. The only way they could have tied with 4th place is if GFG won it 2-0. Because it's a draw, it's 1-3-1 for both of them. Team Stray stay at 4-6 in 5th position. And we've got Spherical versus All Stars, which I think should be going on at the moment. I'm not sure if that's ended or not. But they were currently 7-1 apiece. So they're guaranteed top 2. Just means Stray and FGF are out of the game. They're out completely.
Yeah, and that's gutting news. You know, to have your first exits. We're not going to have any exit interviews. We don't want to hear the raw emotion from the individuals at Stray. I'm sure they're watching at home. And you know, we send our hearts out to them in this trying time. Do we want to get a post chrono win, perhaps?
Yeah, we can do. Who's actually on those teams? Team Stray is a Vidicus, David, Evan, APB, and AD Fire. And FGF is Melon, Scotty, Braxy, Storm Ocelot, and Marshy. They're 2 teams that we say goodbye to. GG Squelchy. Unconventional offlaners.
The wind was
they worked.
really owning.
Yeah.
No response from Chrono, so I might just pass it on to the boys doing the other casting, which is Mephisto.
Heyo. Sorry.
We have a chrono.
no,
we
do
have
have Chrono. Chrono. Obviously, big game today.
Congratulations.
You needed to collect this dub to secure your place in the playoffs. Tough game, game 1. You guys were close, but a few mistakes cost you sort of throughout the game. How do you feel like? How do you feel like it went? Well, what do you think you messed up?
Well, I mean, I did my normal feed. That's typical for me. But I feel like after game 1, we weren't tilted. We saw the path to victory. We saw that, okay, we can go late with these guys. There is a way we can do this. It was just too far behind in game 1. And we just want to play kind of what we wanted to play for comfort a bit too, because we knew, we tie this, we play another game against these guys, or we go in the tournament. I think it's a gentleman's agreement that we're not doing tiebreakers or whatever. But it was great. And one of the best things about the GFG Invitational, I have to say, is that we're playing teams that we did not get to play during GTI. So I know the Shitters didn't get to play against either Stray or GFG in GTI. So it's been a real blast playing against different teams.
Well, you still got a lot of tournament to go because the playoffs are next. You will be facing one of Spherical or
All Stars, I think, right?
All Stars, or do you play GFG again first? I've forgotten how the bracket works.
So what they were saying after the game is that we're not going to do a 3-4 tiebreaker. That I guess the first seed will decide who they want to play,
Right.
and then so then we'll go off that. So yeah, it's going to be tough games. We have beaten Spherical. We took one off of them, but they were fatigued. We'll say it was their fourth game of the evening. And then the Good International All-Stars, we have a lot of rapport with them. I was shit-talking and tipping Nutkin, and I look forward to doing more of that if he plays Pause for a Sniper. But yeah, everything's really going well, the shitters off the say, Ashwin.
Good to hear.
Getting Squelchy in on 3 has really helped, and me and Kyle popping in and out on 5 position has worked out really well. I mean, we're like a 6-man team, I guess. But yeah, it's really been working well this season, and we're really clicking. Mazelway's fucking Doom's popping off, and Squelchy's really picked up the slack that we had from Daniel the Wise.
So, question for you is, going back to the actual game you just had, would you look back at the game, see, okay, our off lane, we absolutely slaughtered there, mid, even trade there, but our safe lane, we slightly struggled there, and do you look at that and potentially think, what can we do in that lane to try and improve it? Or do you just feel we're winning so much on the other lanes, we can sort of sacrifice that a little bit?
I think that's a fair assessment. I think once you're winning the other lanes, then you feel like you can sacrifice. And Maslowy was calling for rotates quite frequently. And once we started getting some kills, I felt like then it gave Masloway that little space to do it. But I mean, the shitters like to pick flexes, so we can flex Doom into the carry, or even Squelchy to the carrier role, depending on who's getting the most ground, and we'll try to catch up Masloway, of course. But if it's not happening, you've seen maybe in some of our previous games, like Doom ended up carrying the game on Necro, and that's why you don't see Doom playing Necro these days, as he popped off super huge that game.
So, one last question from me is, during this game, was it agreed that you would do your best Arteezy impression?
Wait, dye my hair blonde? Or feed?
So, more to do with having a higher view than everybody else, and being stuck on so many cliffs.
Oh yeah. I spent some time on cliffs. I would proud of that. It's if people play against me, they could probably get me on a cliff. Until I get my 4 staff, I'll live up there. So yeah,
We had it a little bit in game 1. In the dire jungle, we had a few cliff incidents up there, and the start of this game, dancing around with Rubik by the cliff.
Yeah, I think I hit cliff twice. Yeah,
Yes, you did.
we were joking that I was a frostward tower at that point. yeah. That's. I mean, I guess that's a tip for whoever's playing us in the tourney or the playoffs.
Just pick Rubik.
Yeah, pick Rubik. Put me on the tower, and I'll be fucked.
It kind of kept you safe though. In some ways, it might have been better. You weren't wandering off in that case.
I did want to play a little AA today, and I think we're gonna get some AA hopefully.
Okay, interested to see that. Make sure it's the right game for it. I don't think you pick at any game, but
well, Doom vetoed it and threw me on Lich tonight, so it worked out. Game. Well, cheers, guys. Yeah.
Well, as we saw in one of the in-houses the other night, you can always pick an AA for core.
Yeah, that's the thing. If we're gonna play long, and that's kind of what my mindset was. Like, if this game goes 60 minutes, then AA can start to transition, or will transition into a core instead of just a support. So if we're playing long, then an AA would be good, especially if they're. I feel like we're going to see a life stealer in the next couple days, and I want to deal with him. The AA ult just shuts his ass down. I don't know. He's a fun hero, man. He's a fun hero. Basically told my team AA, Lion, or Shadow Shaman, and they picked me Lich. So yeah, you don't always get what you want, but it worked out.
It did.
One last question. Would you prefer to play Spherical as your next match? Obviously, you don't get the choice, but who do you think you had a better chance against?
That's that. I don't know, actually. I mean, we took a game off Spherical, but like I said earlier, that was their like fourth, and if they did a warm-up game, that was their fifth game that night, so they were tired. And the Guter National also has Nutkin, and I can like tip him and like BM and have a real fucking fun time, like taking the piss out of him. So, I mean, I think we're doing good either way. I love BMing Nutkin, and you know,
Let's hope for a
Spherical.
matchup with the All Stars then. Well,
Yeah.
Thank you, Chrono.
Cheers.
Good post game interview. Good
Hey,
luck in the
thanks
next
for
round.
asking. Cheers, brother.
Right. Well, that's us done on our end. There's only one more thing to do.
is.
It's for me to spell Mephisto Mori's name correctly. I got it right. Mephisto_Mori.
That is correct, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, good luck over there, fellas. I should have raided it.
Might have been a choice, yeah. Although I suspect most people would have had both streams up.
Oh, there we go.
Hello.
Hello? Oh, hello, Massaway. We're just
Hello,
ending.
Matsue.
Hello.
Well, I haven't quite raided yet. So if you want some quick words,
I just want to say, I absolutely loved Chrono being up on that.
yeah.
So did we.
Because oh my god, I hit level 6. That was huge.
It was
But,
a
yeah.
great benefit. I feel like he keeps him out of danger. You know, you got to keep him on the leash.
Yeah. True. You never know where he's going to go otherwise.
You know what you did next game? Get somebody to pick Snapfire, just cookie him up there,
Yeah.
problem solved.
Okay,
Problem
I'm gonna
solved.
send these lads off then.
Yeah.
Thank you for the stream, Ashwin, and thank you for inviting me to cast with you.
Yeah, no worries.
It's been
Thanks,
an
guys.
absolute pleasure. Right. We off the air? No, we're still on the air.